Blan is conquered. The green dragon Vorgan Sharix reigns supreme. His minions run freely through the streets, enslaving the citizenry or sacrificing them to their lord. The gates are barricaded and the walls patrolled day and night. Only a few were able to escape thanks to the aid of some brave adventurers. Refugees from the city have crowded into the houses and barns of the township beyond the walls to the east, while others have fled the area entirely, fearing that even worse times may lie ahead. And yet there's still hope. Pockets of resistance gather in secret, looking for ways to undermine and weaken the dragon's hold on the city. Rogues and spies have been searching for ways to infiltrate the ranks of the worm's thralls within. Most of you are known to the members of the resistance by reputation. Others may have attracted the attention of recruiters nearby. Either way, you've received a message requesting your presence at Denlaw's Tower for a meeting. You're headed for a dangerous mission and must rendezvous there at twilight tonight to learn more. Ooh, some bit of loading delay for a couple of people. There we go. So you make your way to Denlaw's Tower, approaching through the streets of the township that lies outside of Flan's walls to the east. The sun has nearly finished setting as you approach a scraggly grove of annenwood trees. The tower lies just within the grove. You enter the grove and follow the directions you were given to approach a side door that faces the river. The long shadows caused by scant slivers of twilight filter through the thicket and help hide your movements as you reach the door and knock twice. A suspicious voice asks for the password and you repeat the word sycamore as you were told to. The door is drawn open and you're led down a short hallway by a lithe young man in a dark grey tunic and leather trousers. He ushers you into a spacious kitchen where you see several others standing around, obviously also adventurers. Hot stones in the hearth give off heat without smoke, and there are two doors on the far side which are both closed.
"Please be seated," says the man, after introducing himself as Kral. "The master should be ready for you shortly."
And so, at this point, you're all just meeting each other in this room in Denlaw's Tower. Many of you are just meeting for the first time. Maybe a couple of you have seen each other before and recognize each other. So let's start with a round of character introductions. If I can just find everyone's characters. We'll just go in character order. Do you want to go? Do you want to go first, Bordis, or do you want to go last? Maybe we'll go in reverse.
I don't mind. I can go first.
Okay.
It's like great.
Yeah. You just want to say a little bit about your character, what they look like, what they're doing in Flan at this time, what they might be thinking in this situation, that sort of thing.
Oh, sure. Yeah, so this is Bordis. He's going to be a half-orc barbarian. His overarching background is a little bit of on the crime side, so he's some type of criminal. He's on the hunt for something that was stolen from him a long time ago. And he's got a bit of a temper, so one of his traits is that he blows up at the slightest insult. So I don't know if he would say that when he introduces himself, but yeah, that's kind of his intro, I guess.
Wait, so he sometimes goes into a rage, is what you're saying?
Yeah, sometimes.
Cool. Cedar.
Okay. So you see this character. He's got a large cloak that's covered in holes and poorly conceals a metal body, and his metal body, I guess, is covered in a variety of arcane runes. He stands about 6 feet tall, and one of his arms is covered in like a spiked chain. He introduces himself as Calicidrus, or if you would like, you can call him Cedar.
Okay. Pretty strange character to be found around Flan. I'm curious to know how he arrived here.
It's just looking. He heard Flan was in trouble, and he was looking to protect some people.
Okay, sweet. Garrick, Barmoon.
You see this like an elvish type character who's dressed in leathers and a robe and carries a bow. He also carries another interesting kind of weapon most people haven't seen before, just this kind of large, what you'll end up knowing as this large boomstick. But it's And then he comes here from a far off land, noticed some trouble going on. He followed some portals through and ended up in here in this area, and curious to know what kind of trouble's going on, because he cannot leave just based off of just his moral ground that he can't leave this area in trouble, and is here to help any way he can.
So he's like a planeswalker of sorts.
Yeah, plains traveler.
Okay. Cool. Jury.
So you see a kind of not heavy set, but a little bit more filled out wood elf wearing leathers and stuff like that, and holding a rather large glaive at his side, leaning it against the wall. He's wrapped up kind of in greens and browns, a lot of longer brown hair, and he found his way here because he's basically trying to see as much of the world as possible and just offering up his fighting ability whenever needed. And he's from far west from here.
Okay. Sweet. Sounds like an adventurer.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of faraway travelers. Scrofer.
So, Scrofer, he goes, well, gosh, partner, I don't know how I got into these parts. He's a little bit sheepish because he's actually been going around Flan trying to raise money to fund his pig sanctuary that he wants to set up back home, and try to find some pretty interesting pigs that are around Faerun. And so he's sort of been following the trail of money and pigs, and somehow gotten to this pretty serious situation. But he's a friendly guy, and so he'll help out.
It's interesting because he may have heard some rumors of some strange creatures roaming around in the lands north of Flan. There may even be some tales of unusual looking pig type animals.
He's been hearing some of them curly tales about.
Curly tails.
Nice.
Nice. And last but not least, Stolmir.
So you guys see a pretty plain-clothed, like rough burlap, kind of sweat-stained tunic, and just some boring pants dwarf walk in with kind of thickly matted and a little bit smelly, like bald on the top, but still very thick around the back and sides, long, unkempt hair that smells of beer, stale smoke, and maybe a hint of piss. But his beard is very well kept. He clearly brushes it every day and tries his best to get the little snack bits out of there when he can. And he just says, "Hello, I am Stolmir, Silver. I spent many a year in the King's army, and this is actually my first time out of the country. My primary goals would be to earn some coin and, of course, make sure that none of you are dead in our travels. So anything you could advise me to ensure that we are all alive, I'm very much on board with that." He just does a little nod to everybody.
And you see Corral, who's kind of standing in the corner observing everyone introduce each other. He kind of like catches a whiff of some of this smell about you, and he sort of gives you like a raised eyebrow, like, this isn't the tavern.
Garrick will just walk up behind him and use thaumaturgy to clean off his clothing, because I can't stand it.
You use thaumaturgy for it?
Yeah, you can clean stuff.
Corral kind of like nods, looking impressed and appreciating it. Excellent. He seems to be sort of observing you all very closely, actually.
Actually, I can't do that with thaumaturgy. Never mind, I don't do it.
You still stink.
You still stink, sorry. I mixed it up with prestidigitation.
I'll do something about it if it's a problem.
No!
You have a hose, sir.
Scrofer takes a shine to Stolmir because kind of makes him smell like reminds me of a smell of home or something.
It just reminds me of the barracks, so it's okay.
Oh, I tried to clean you off. I totally messed that one up.
Cool, so you're standing around chatting, and Krell is observing you very intently as if he's like, I don't know, kind of trying to work something out about you. And while this is happening, a tall half-elven male of advanced age enters the kitchen from one of the doorways. Is everything okay, Krell? The man's brow is half raised. It would be a disservice to our guests if we delayed any further. And Krell issues a curt nod, and the old half-elf beckons for you to enter the room and be seated. The room has piles of old wood along the walls, enchanted light globes float along the ceiling, and a large table is on a raised platform at one end of the room, and 3 benches are set up in a U formation. And there's also a person in a dark hooded cloak who's reclining against the wall behind the table. Please take a seat, the half-elf says. We've got a lot to go over.
What do you mean? Sure.
I just wordless take a seat.
When I say take a seat, I just mean please sit yourselves on one of these seats that we've provided, if that's... If that's what you were insinuating.
Chair out. Where?
Wait, come back here. We've called you in here for a quest.
Quest.
Yes, we've called you here actually to talk about Sorcerer's Isle. Do you know of it?
No, I never heard of it.
To learn.
Well, it's an island in the Stodno River up north near Cable's Hill. It has a large silver pyramid on it. It was
valuable.
I'm new to this area. I'm sorry I've not heard of it.
No, well, fair enough. It's rather conspicuous once you get near it, but otherwise, if you have no reason to go around there, I can see how you might miss it. But it's been there, for over 1,000 years as far as we know, but actually sometime in the 1300s, an insane wizard named Yarash took up residence there, and it's partly to do with Yarash that we've called you here to speak to you today. He was known to perform experiments on the flora and fauna of the area using transmutation magic and other physical methods. Supposedly, he was trying to create a new species or something like that. Well, ultimately, his activities made the river so toxic that little could survive in it. So, Renner the Blade, who I'm sure you've heard of, he was a local hero from Flan, he went up there and defeated Yarash and put a stop to the whole thing. But in recent times, something seems to have changed around the pyramid, and not for the better. So, essentially, we've called you here to go and take a look and see what you can find out.
Interested, but may I submit a question?
Oh, of course.
Well, the silver atop this pyramid, is there any nation or like city-state that you know of that has a claim over the minerals itself, the silver?
Actually, we're not entirely sure why it gives off this silvery look about it. It's something to do with the stonework. Maybe some sort of silver-infused stone. I'm not sure.
Could silver be mined from it?
Well, it's a dangerous place to go. In fact, most adventurers who've gone there in the past, many of them who have, I'm not sure if any of them have actually been attempting to mine silver from the stonework of the pyramid itself, but since Yarash left the area, the place did take on a sort of an allure as a potential source of wealth and power, and there have been many adventurers who've gone there, but none of them have ever returned, so... perhaps if you think you can mine some sort of whatever it is from the pyramid, that'd be a very interesting thing to see if you can do. I don't know.
You may have rushed to a conclusion there. Sorry.
No, well, we definitely would like you to investigate. Like I said, something has become even more strange about the whole place of late, and it's affecting the whole area. The water seems to be more polluted than usual. There's rumors of twisted creatures roaming around. I don't like to deal in guesswork or conjecture, but some of the descriptions I've heard make me wonder if the corruption around the pyramid might involve some sort of extraplanar distortion. Perhaps some new entity has taken up residence there and is causing these changes. I don't know. And
I hear there are valuable minerals in some of the outer planes.
You have a keen interest in minerals, I see.
Well, you gotta take your vitamins and minerals every day, so I understand. But when you say these creatures or flora, well, what kind of creatures we talking about?
Well, we've only got conjecture and rumors. As I said, I don't really like to deal in such things, but we've heard maybe that strange mutations have been seen. And actually, the villagers of Cable Hill and some of the other small fishing towns are complaining of fish that are, very smelly and have, sort of strange mutations in them, or are just dying for no particular reason. This sort of thing.
How many have gone and not come back?
Adventurers over the years?
Yes.
Oh, potentially hundreds. I couldn't give you an exact number. But, actually, when Ren of the Blade went there, and he was the first to go there. As I said, he defeated Yarash there, and he returned. He kept some journals that actually say that Yarash constructed a vast maze within the pyramid. But when he went there, he said that the maze shifted and changed around them as they explored. And so we have an idea that perhaps if this is the case, some of these adventurers who are going there are getting trapped in this maze, this shifting maze, and they're not able to leave.
Do you possess copies of such journals?
Oh no, I'm afraid you'd have to go to the library, which is still in Flan. Many of the books were rescued when the dragon took over, but unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to give you any directions to find those particular books. No, things are in a rather a state of chaos. But
Pardon my unfamiliarity with the region, but how far is Flan?
Oh, Flan is we're just, so you would know that you're in like basically you're just outside the walls of Flan. There's like there's like Flan, and then there's this kind of eastern area of like, what do you call them, like homes, and there's this kind of home like village outside to the east. And you're meeting at this tower, which is just like just on the wall of Flan. It's kind of a strange place to meet.
I think I could get that to like the center of town in maybe 6 hours or something. Like, is it a day hike?
Oh, but I mean potentially, but it would be very difficult to get in there. The walls are. I mean, that's partly the whole issue. As you know, the town has been taken over by Vorgan Sharix, and his minions are patrolling the whole place. There's no easy way to get in.
Hear that.
But at this point, the cloaked figure behind the old half-elf steps forward to speak. She's still wearing her hood, but you can see she has very pale skin, and you even see a flash of bright red as her eyes lock with each of yours for a moment. She sort of takes the time to like sort of look each of you up and down, and as she starts to speak, you think you notice fangs in her teeth as well. She says,
Perhaps the most important aspect of this is that the pyramid is supposed to contain several documents written by the wizard Yarash himself, which could grant new forms of power to whoever controls them. My faction has spies in Varjevo Keep within Flan. Although I realize you have just been told it is very difficult to get in there. But the Zentarum have their ways, and they have reported that the maimed virulence, the dragon Vorgan Sharix, and his cult of the dragon allies also seem to have noticed the changes in this island, and it's prompted them to send a party north to explore. We don't know exactly what they're after, but we're concerned they might find Yarash's documents. Yes, thank you. Well, Saya, yes, indeed. We cannot allow the cult to acquire those documents. Whatever their secrets, Vorgan Sharax will surely use them to tighten his grip on Flan and to spread his influence beyond, for that matter.
What would be the priority, to grab the documents or to find out what's happening up there?
We would have you
If there's a difference.
We would have you travel to Sorcerer's Isle and find a way into this pyramid. And we would like you to attempt to do both. To retrieve any written works you can find relating to Yarash and his experiments, and prevent them from being taken by anybody else. To me, that is the most important thing. But if you can also find a way to reverse this strange disturbance while you're at it, that will also be a great help to the people who live along the Stogeno River.
I'd be glad to help this land rid it from its disease.
Oh, excellent. Very good. What about the rest of you? Will you take on this quest for the good of Flan?
I'll do it for a pig.
Oh yes, how much does this pay?
Oh, well, if doing it for the good of Flan is not sufficient for you, I can offer you a reward of 200 gold pieces upon your return. But I would say that we're hoping you can complete this task in time to return here within a 10-day, so that we may put further plans into motion. So if you can, well, work out what's going on at the pyramid and try to collect all of Yarash's works and get back here within a 10-day, then we'll happily pay you a reward of 200 gold pieces.
Okay, that sounds pretty good, but like, what if doing it for the good of Flan like wasn't even on the table? What kind of reward could you offer then?
Well, there are rumors, as I said, about the place being a potential treasure trove of magic items and all kinds of treasures. I can't, of course, guarantee anything, but if you were to find anything there other than Yarash's documents, you could certainly keep those items for yourself.
I feel like I could really shake on like 215 gold pieces.
I'm sorry, times are real tough at the moment. We simply don't have more gold to spare. We're having to collect as much funds as we can in order to try to fund efforts to get back inside the walls and, of course, defeat Vorgan Sharax and the Cult of the Dragon.
Yeah, I just nod and avoid his eye contact, feeling a little bad.
Aww.
I'm game.
Excellent.
That sounds good.
Well, if you're ready to take on this mission, there are two different approaches you can take to get to the Isle. You can travel a day and a half by horse to Cable's Hill, where it can be arranged for a small ferry to take you on the 2.5-day trip upriver. Although I hear that some of the boats at Cable's Hill are not incredible. You may need to aid the passing by manning the oars or poles and that sort of thing. The other option is you may travel 4 days by horse to a small farmstead a couple of miles upriver from the island, and from there it's a relatively quick trip downstream to the island. So the approach that you would take would be up to you. Either way, we can provide you with maps and rations as needed, and also some mounts if you need them, some normal riding horses.
I would accept your mounts. I would say we take the quickest way to be rid of this as quickly as possible.
Sounds good to me.
Yes.
So by the river?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Excellent, then.
We only have 10 days.
Excellent. Well, in that case, you can leave on the morrow. Or, well, I mean, you can leave whenever you like, but otherwise, well, it's up to you what you would like to do. What would you like to do? Would you like to spend the night in this kind of hamlet to the east of Flan, or leave immediately?
If
Time is of the essence, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're all well rested. We don't need to sleep on it.
Okay, I like that.
The problem isn't sleeping, so I don't think we should take it lightly either.
Excellent.
True.
He kind of glances at Cedar and says well, some of you perhaps, if my knowledge is correct, may not even need to sleep. So
leaving now seems like a good idea indeed. He kind of reaches into a sack that's like sitting next to his chair and like pulls out a couple of pieces of parchment and hands them to Jurius and Stolmir and says, "Here, these are a couple of maps that should get you on your way to Cable's Hill. From there, it's relatively easy anyway. You can just kind of follow the river, and you should be able to find a contact in Cable's Hill, as I said, who we'll have him waiting for you, and he'll take you further north to the Isle."
Along this route that we're taking, how many of those rumored beasts do you recall have been sighted there as rumor and conjecture?
Well, there's been a significant increase in these sorts of rumors. I don't know if I could give you a number. There's, from what we can tell, the whole area is infested. There's reports of strange mutated fish and creatures in the river and creatures along the route. I don't know if I can give you an accurate number, I'm afraid.
So turning to the others. One, half a good of one, half a dozen of one is good as the other, right?
What was that? Sorry? You're kind of cutting out a little bit on your mic.
One is good as the other, right?
The direction?
I'm saying that to the others. So it doesn't matter. We're going to fight beasts. Or we're going to fight beasts anyway.
Well, you never know. It could be entirely peaceful journey.
A gambling man. I like it.
I never gamble on anything.
Well, shall we? Let's get out of here.
All right, so you say your farewells to this group. Actually, Wellsayer kind of pulls you aside as you're leaving and just says, "Are any of you, by any chance, members of the Zentarum?"
What is that?
The first rule of the Zentarum is do not speak about the Zentarum.
Friend, that was a test, and you gave out the first rule. 50%.
I like your style.
I don't think he's Zentaran.
Yeah, I was lying.
She kind of like gives you like a half smile. She's like,
Very well then. Well, good luck on your mission.
and so you head out of this tower, and you're given direction and some gold to purchase these mounts. And they also give you 2 10 days worth of rations. And you depart north from Flan immediately. And you... Let me see, it takes you... How long does it take you to get there?
1 hour. Just 1 hour. We fast traveled.
So it takes you about a day and a half before you reach Cable's Hill, and it's a pretty uneventful journey.
Okay, whenever we get to the point where we've gone like a full day without sleep, I would definitely recommend that we set up camp.
Yeah, you definitely camp along the way, and you have a full night's sleep if needed. And let me see, if you left straight away, so you arrive, it's around midday when you arrive.
Ooh, I like this little cluck thing.
Yeah, it's a new add-on. That's why I was like trying to, but then I have to do maths all the time. Like, wait, what the heck is this? You approach Cable's Hill. It's a tiny thorp where the Stogeno River and the Quivering Forest come into close proximity, and it consists of about a dozen buildings tucked away inside a wooden palisade on the western bank. And you head in past some of the houses to the river, where you see a small single-masted ferry tied up to a rickety dock, and a swarthy, muscular male human sits in front of a warehouse trying to repair a net. He's like, "Oh, bloody hell, can't get this bloody thing out."
What are you trying to get out there, sir?
Oh, it's just one of these fish what's got caught in me net. It's just got like real weird thorny bits on it and I can't get it out. Oh, hello. You look like a group of adventurers. I'm waiting for a group of adventurers, actually.
Oh, you needed like an adventurer with like a pocket knife to help with the for the fish.
No, it's alright. I've got a pocket knife. I just wanted to get the fish out without having to cut me net so I can reuse it.
That's it. Fair enough. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's alright. No, well, the reason I was looking out for some adventurers was just because I've been actually employed to take some adventurers up north. You wouldn't be those adventurers that want to go up north, would you?
I think so. Yeah.
You would be, sir.
Oh, great. Well, that's good then. He kind of like looks up at you, though I presume you're still on your mounts. Only problem is we might not be able to take the mounts on the ferry. It's a rather small boat, as you can see.
Fair enough. No, let my mount get on. Dismount and let it go.
You just let it go. It's like, wait a minute. I've got me nephew Briac. Oh, actually, sorry, I didn't even introduce myself. My name's Sel, but I've got a nephew. His name's Briac, and he actually he can take care of the mounts while you're gone, while you're traveling north. I've heard that you're going up to that island. I don't know why you go there. It's a pretty scary place.
Lots of silver.
Lots of silver, you reckon?
Yeah, like a whole pyramid.
Well, I've heard a lot of stories about people going over there saying they're going to come back with all kind of wealth, but apparently nobody ever comes back. But best of luck to you. Anyway, I'll take you as far as the island.
Oh, maybe when talking to the next adventurers, don't tell them that part.
Well, I want to make sure that you're fully informed, you see. I don't want you to go up there and get yourself into trouble without knowing what it's about.
I appreciate it. It's just like I've had two people tell. I'm getting a little creeped out.
Well, sorry about that, but you can stay behind or you can shack up in me place and wait for the others to come back.
I'm going. Just don't worry about it.
Make sure you sign the waiver. It's all right.
Yeah, make sure you read the waiver as well, because I've made that mistake sometimes myself where there's like a small print or something. Anyway, for storing these mounts, there's no particular waiver, and I've already been paid, so we'll do it for you for free. We've got a small lean-to by the warehouse at the back, and there's a small paddock as well, so your horses will be well looked after.
Thank you.
But anyway, it's 12 o'clock, so I suppose we could leave whenever you want.
Okay.
Let's go.
Who here has been in a boat before?
Oh, man.
I don't think Scriffa has, actually.
Well,
I was muted that entire time.
what were you?
I have been on a boat.
Even on a horse.
How many times?
I don't know. I've lived a long time, so too
Never
many to count,
sang?
really.
Never fell out of it?
The first couple of times I rode on a boat, I did fall, but get a hang of it.
It's not good to hear.
Well, since you know what you're doing on a boat, you can help me first with the poles then.
Okay.
Thanks, I appreciate it. It's
Wait, before we go, do you have like a length of rope or something? Like maybe like 5 feet?
a length of rope. I could sell you a 20 feet, a 50-foot length of rope. You could cut it down.
Oh, I have some rope if you need it.
Oh, well, I don't want to use your. I'm sure you had, a purpose in mind. How much for 20 feet of your rope?
How much does 20 feet
It
rope
really
cost
is
again?
fine. I don't have
In
any
increments
purpose
of
in
50,
my
I'm sorry, I'll just how much for 50 feet of rope?
I forget how much it costs. Whatever it costs in the hold on.
Rope. Let's see. Rope. Oh shit! Is it just 1 gold?
Look, I'll do it at a discount for you for 1 gold.
Oh, that's a steal. Yes, I'll take 100 feet, and I give him 2 gold.
Hemp and rope.
Oh,
1 gold.
Bloody hell, thanks for that. I really appreciate it. I'll use this to get myself maybe a new net or something.
And I just look at him and I say, "What is the first rule of the Zindarim?" And I wink.
Who's the what now? I don't know what you're talking about.
I pat him on the back. There you go.
Kind of gives you like an awkward laugh, like,
Oh, yeah. Funny one. Anyway, and you all climb onto this boat. It's a very it's a small ferry, and there's like 6 of you cramming on there, so the space is scarce, and the cargo hold is not that large. It normally holds fish, and it smells like it. And
I cut out 7 feet and just make a handhold and tie it to the mast.
what? So you're just like being dragged along in the water?
I don't know, like I'm standing on the boat, you know, like the subway handhold where it's like the little loop and it's like tied to the ceiling? I just have that tied to the mast. I'm just holding a loop of rope
all right,
that's tied around my hand and the mast.
That's ingenious. That I've never seen nobody do that before. You should make an invention of it and try to sell it in the marketplace. Patent it.
The warmest, widest smile. Thank you.
If you pull on it, it signals the driver to stop. Yeah.
So you head off. Some of you perhaps adopt this new invention, and you very quickly, anything in the cargo hold or even near the cargo hold begins smelling like dead fish, including yourselves. And you head up the river, up to Stogeno River.
Scrofus says, I don't think I like boats very much.
You want like a rope?
Well, let's stop the smell of these dead fish.
Oh, I can't fix that.
Yeah, there's been terrible fish lately, actually. The fish are barely biting, and those reeled in smell funny and haven't made for very good eating either.
I imagine if you put your head down closer to the dwarf, you'll smell more piss than fish.
Yeah, that's true. I barely smell the fish at all.
Are there any fish on board that could be examined?
You don't see any fish on board. No, I try to keep them away at the moment as much as possible. Like I said, they stink at the moment. You can't eat them. There's all kinds, actually, I'd never seen before. They have all odd colours and sharp spines, and little buggers tore up me net good, and you can't sell fish that have been dead that long. So, yeah, I threw them back in. Actually, me sister's had better luck than me, but reeled in a queer-looking fish. Couldn't eat the damn thing, but she's planning to see if she could make use of its skin or maybe sell it for a couple of coppers or something. Even though the fish tastes pretty foul, the goat's been eating them up. No problem at all.
I probably wouldn't feed that to your goats. I mean, you don't want, like, magically corrupted goats.
Magically corrupted? What do you mean?
Demon goats.
Well, I mean, the people earlier, they sent us here, right? And they're talking about the tower and the period, all this weird magical corruption, and, like, there was some kind of transmutationist, and he was doing things to Anna. I don't think you want your goats mixed up in all of that.
Bloody hell, I didn't know anything about that. Oh,
Anytime?
I'll have to tell me sister about that and stop feeding them to the goat. Thanks for the info.
Yeah, I would maybe sell off the goats who have eaten of that. You never know.
Oh no, that could cost me quite a bit of money.
Well, I'm sorry. I mean, I was just, making sure you were well informed.
Blimey, no, I appreciate it. Nobody talks to old Cell. Nobody tells old Cell anything. Kind of like goes off like muttering to himself while he's like holding up the river.
While they're having a conversation, I just, by my wary nature, I'm keeping eyes on the shorelines.
Maybe give me, actually, do you want to, in that case, give me a survival check?
Which one do you want?
Survival.
Okay.
Even though you're kind of doing a perception thing.
Sure.
Yeah, so you're keeping an eye out while everyone's talking about the fish and the new inventions and things, and you as the journey progresses, you're traveling, like the first 2 days going out the river are pretty uneventful. You do see the occasional dead fish that Cell points out. Nothing really unusual happens, but you do begin to notice odd changes in the landscape at the beginning of the third day in particular. And these changes kind of progress from oddly shaped plants or plants not normally found in this area to things like bright turquoise leaves on trees and plants with fruit that look like they're growing upside down, almost like as if they're sort of dangling from the tops of the branches towards the sky. And you also, at one point, you think you spot squirrels the size of domestic cats chase one another up and down a tree, which you think, is natural behavior, but definitely not naturally sized squirrels.
This area is very unnatural.
How
I think
close
we
is
are
the
getting
nearest
closer
branch?
to the issue.
There's a lot of strange things going around here, that's for sure.
While we're traveling, can I try to find animal? And I want to cast, what is it called? Speak with animals, or animal friendship. I want to cast animal friendship on them, and then speak with animals.
So what sort of animal?
If I can find.
Like,
Just one that looks like magicked.
yeah, I mean, you could probably, if you keep an eye out for long enough, you might see something in the brush as you're passing by on the river, but you would be hard-pressed to sort of get close enough to it to kind of hold a conversation with it.
Okay, that's
You could,
fine.
potentially try to cast a spell on a fish or something. I don't know what a fish would know.
It's fine. Yeah.
But you could also potentially, you could pull over if you want. If you try to do some kind of adventure-y magic thing, we could, pull over to the riverbank if you wish.
Yeah, that would be nice. I just want to see if these animals are coherent.
Yeah, no, that's all right. You're the boss and all. He kind of, starts, trying to pole the boat towards the bank. He's like, a little bit of help will be appreciated, though.
Oh, yeah.
Hug
I can
twice
help
on the
you out.
rope and make a face like I think it worked.
He just, looks at you confusedly and goes back to, struggling to get the boat over to the shore. But you kind of land on the bank for a moment, and he sort of tries to pull it up. I don't know if all of you jump off and help him, or if you just stand on the boat.
I'll help him out.
Yeah, Scruffle will help.
I just still standing back, keeping an eye out. But
All right, so he kind of gets it up onto the shore a little bit, and the tide is sort of pushing the back end a bit, but it looks pretty stable for now. And you can take a moment to kind of look around. Maybe if you want to give me a perception check, Cedar, to see if you see any animals around.
All right. Where's my perception?
So you can spot a little kind of forest mouse, a little bush mouse, grilling by.
Is it one of the magical ones?
This one,
The ones that are all.
this one, you don't notice anything about it immediately. It just, maybe you do. Maybe it has a very long tail, exceptionally long, dragging behind it almost like a snake or something. But otherwise, it's pretty normal.
Okay, yeah, I'll cast animal friendship and then speak with animals on it. Does that do what I want it to do?
And it's
Yeah.
wee, I'm a mouse.
Hey, little mousy. How you doing?
Hungry.
Do you have you noticed anything strange going on around here, or is this all normal to you?
Big squirrels. Lots of strange things. Everything trying
Are
to
they
eat me.
Are they more aggressive than usual?
Some of them. One of them just wanted to sleep next to me.
Okay.
Just wanted to cuddle up to me. I'm used to it being it was usually an aggressive, wolf, but it was really friendly.
Okay.
It had
so they're
pink
not.
fur.
Okay, that's cool. All right.
But on the other hand, there was also a sort of an owl type thing, and it had 2 heads, and both of them tried to eat me. I just managed to get away with my long tail intact.
Okay, nice.
That was very aggressive.
All right, thank
Twice
you.
as aggressive. I don't want to mislead you and make you think that there's nothing dangerous around here.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there are. Thank you, Mouse. We'll give him like a berry or something, and then.
Squeak, my pleasure.
Can Skirful would like to try and like befriend the mouse.
It's relatively like subdued at the moment. You're not able to speak to it without casting the same spell. Which I think you can do. You got animal friendship, I think.
Oh, I do have animal friendship. Nah, Skirful's gonna like give a ration to the mouse.
Come on,
and try
use
it.
a spell slot.
I might use an arrow.
No.
Don't kill the poor mouse.
Any Pokeballs around? No Pokeballs.
Skewer it.
As you start talking that way, it like quickly it runs away.
Like, bye, mouse. Thank you for your help. It seems like the monsters or the beasts are behaving a little abnormally, but not. Doesn't seem like they're hyper aggressive or more aggressive than usual.
So you can actually talk to like an animal.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah, I can
suggest
talk to animals.
keep moving forward.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, so you want to go then?
Yeah, that I got what I needed.
Alright, no problem. Tell Cell what to do. Old Cell does what he's told. No worries yet. I'll get on with it. Yeah, here we go. Okay, everyone back on the boat. Starts like pushing the boat away from the shore.
And I'll start helping row to make it easier, since I'm used to it.
Oh, thanks for that. I really appreciate it. And
Do you ever keep pets with this ability, or is it too weird?
What was that? Sorry.
Do you ever like have pets that you can speak to, or is that like weird once you can understand them?
I've never really kept a pet, but I do. I have some animal friends.
I've been thinking about getting a bird.
Birds are really chatty. They're nice though, but a little. They're like a 6-year-old nephew. It's like
I don't know, my nephew's pretty cool.
a little too chatty, I think.
bit like you lot.
But it's cute because they're
No, I'm just having a bubble.
Let's be on our way.
All right, so you continue along the river, and a few hours after you'd stopped to speak to this long-tailed mouse, the island comes into sight as you come around a bend in the river. The island's a little over a mile ahead, and you can easily make out the dark shape of the pyramid rising from verdant foliage. Without warning, though, the water surrounding your small boat roils and churns as a bright green tentacle reaches out of the water towards the boat. And if everyone wants to just put themselves where they feel they would be standing on the boat.
I'm probably good where I'm at.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Where would the oars be?
It doesn't really have oars. It just more has it's it's not the best choice of boat. But it's more just, you just use poles to pole it, because you're also traveling upriver.
Okay.
But yeah, and I guess Cell at this point is
I was keeping a lookout, so I'll be up front too.
yeah, I guess Cell is oh bloody hell, and he jumps down into the hold. He's as soon as he sees this tentacle come out of the water. And so this tentacle, based on where you've placed yourselves, it comes straight in your direction, Cedar. And let me see. if you would like to give me... Actually, what's your passive perception?
I think... I don't know how to do passive perception, but I'm pretty sure it's 13.
I think I can... Actually, I think I have it... Where? Right.
I can pull
13.
up my thing.
13.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so you like see this like tentacle like come out of the water and just like whoosh, like a whip like right next to your face. You like jump out of the way before it's able to like get you, and all of a sudden you see this large tentacled creature sort of emerge from the water and like blow like a whole heap of water out of its like blowhole at the top. And let's roll for initiative at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know. They seem kind of friendly.
Thanks.
Big ol'
Is this just a D20 dice?
Oh yeah, so if you go to the top right hand corner of the screen and click on the second icon along that says combat tracker, the little fist, it should give you a split view of the chat log and then the combat tracker. And if you find your name in the combat tracker, there should be a... There you go. And so that'll determine the order that we run combat in.
Yes.
Excellent.
How does it let you roll advantage?
It doesn't do that when you...
No.
Oh, because you've got...
Yeah, it's one of my abilities. I would just give it to myself.
Yeah, maybe just do it manually.
I'll just do plus my initiative. I mean, I got 14, so it's not like I'm probably better. I mean, I got 19, so. Okay, let's stick with 19. You never know.
19. Cool. And actually, Cedar, you've had some experience on boats, you were saying. Would you recognize this creature? Have you seen large tentacly sea creatures before? Has anyone?
I mean, I've been around the sea before, but I haven't like explored it.
Okay. So maybe you're not exactly.
I might know stories about a tentacle creature, but I've probably never seen one in my life before.
All right.
I've been on rivers, but probably not ocean.
Okay. This thing looks strange and kind of like rainbow colored and has all these suctions up all of its tentacles and this big circular body in the middle of it, and it's kind of like moving around, breathing heavily in the water and trying to whip you. And you're up first, Cedar. What would you like to do?
Are these... Does it seem like these are two different creatures or a really large creature with two tentacles?
I'll say that you would assume they're discrete from what you can see at the moment.
Okay. Sorry, I just want to read something really quick. Okay. So, I'm going to cast Animal Friendship on it, see what happens.
Okay.
It's, if it has an intelligence lower than 4, if it's a beast and it has an intelligence lower than 4, it has to make a DC 14 wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
If it's not that, then it doesn't do anything.
All right. So go ahead and use the spell slot.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. I forget.
So you reach out with your will and try to convince this creature that you mean it no harm, but it just kind of like shudders in the water and shakes around and tries to take like another whip at you, and you don't feel like it's susceptible to your animal friendship spell.
Alright, I'm gonna bonus action, what's it called? Wild shape.
Okay.
And turn into, it's called Old Croaker. It's a giant frog.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll send you the thing.
Yeah, I don't have...
Yeah, I didn't know we would be fighting in the water.
Yeah, no, that's alright.
I don't
That's alright.
Land animals. I don't know how to send this to you.
I can look it up. How big is it supposed to be?
It's a large creature, but I'll just jump in the water because it has a swim speed.
Wait, so is it what type of beast is it? Or like, I can't actually find it in the beast list. You're doing a wild shape?
Yeah, it's called Old Croaker. Maybe that's like a named version of it. A giant toad. I think that's the same thing. I turned into a giant toad.
A giant toad. I think I might have that. Giant toad. Yes, I got a giant toad. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I turn into a giant toad and I'll jump in the water because it's a large beast. It's 30.
Oh, sick.
All right.
And I'll hang out next to it.
Okay. Bortus, your turn. So you can basically take a movement and an attack. You can split up your movement around your attack. And also at level 5, when you take an attack, you can take a second attack.
Cool.
And you can also take a bonus action only if you have something that specifies. So like you can go into rage as a bonus action.
Right on.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, Bortus, probably do the same thing. I'm gonna jump in the water with my axes out, I guess.
Sweet. So if you just left click and drag your token into the water, we'll just assume that the boat's like pretty low, so it just takes you like, okay. So it takes you 5 feet to move. Actually, it takes you 10 feet to move through Scrofa. And then once you're in the water, it's also what's called difficult terrain, so it'll take you twice your movement speed. So if you've got 40 feet, 25, so you've moved 30.
Okay, so that works for now. And I mean, would it be wise to activate rage here? I know I have a limited amount every day, which is 3. Not sure how big this encounter would be.
But, I mean, since you're a new player, like I feel like becoming enraged at this point is like pretty reasonable.
All right, so
if you feel that way inclined.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for the rage.
All right.
And do I just announce it, or do I have to paste the spell?
You can just announce it. I know what it does. I'll give you a little condition.
You will get them back on your short rest, and that's only an hour. So I think raging often usually works out.
Oh, do you get it back on your short?
Oh,
I didn't even.
I thought it was long
I thought it was
rest.
for some reason. That's good.
I might be wrong there. I've never played a barbarian.
Yeah, that's alright. I got 3 of them.
Long.
Okay, so I also have this reckless attack. I think it gives an advantage, but it doesn't specify exactly how much strength advantage.
So an advantage is that just means that you roll 2 d20s instead of 1, and then you choose the higher one, or you go with the higher one.
Okay, very nice.
So for what you would do is you double click on your sheet and go into your inventory, and then are you attacking with your great axe?
Yeah, let's do the great axe.
So if you hover over the great axe and then left click on the die icon to the left of it, then it'll produce a little it'll post a little post to the chat log. And then if you go to the chat log on the right and click the attack button, it'll bring up a dialogue. And then when you're in that dialogue, if you click the advantage button, it'll automatically roll it at advantage.
Cool.
Nice. So you jump in the water, you jump over, you push past Scrofa and dive into the water and swim over around this writhing tentacle beast, and you turn around to face it and pull out your great axe and take a big swing at it, and you easily chop into it with your great axe. And so then if you click the damage button under the attack button on the same little dialogue in the chat box, and then also choose the critical hit button, just choose the normal button, then that will roll your damage.
So click on the 24, you mean?
No, sorry, go up to the previous little box where it says attack and damage, and then click damage, and then click the normal button.
Thank you.
Nice. So you cleave into this giant octopus type thing, and you do 11 damage to it, and a whole bunch of like red blood spills out of it, and also a heap of black goop kind of drips down the side of its tentacle as you like hack into like its main body part in the middle. And you still have a little bit more.
I yell back to the group and say we're having sushi tonight for dinner. I'm sorry, you were saying though about movement?
I was just going to say you can also move one more square if you wish.
If I disengage, does it have a chance to react to me? Is that a thing?
Yeah, so you can take a disengage action, but you're not able to take that because you've already used your action. So if you move out of melee from it, then it will be able to attack you. Oh, however, you do get to take a second attack.
Oh, because of the...
Because you're level 5.
Yeah, because you're level 5, so you get 2 attacks.
Okay, so I'll just repeat that one.
Yeah, so just do the same thing again.
Okay. So this is with advantage.
I think the reckless attack.
The first attack.
Where's reckless attack? Might only be the
Reckless
first one.
attack. No, reckless attack.
It's all of them.
So it gives you advantage on melee weapon attack rolls using
But
during this
unfortunately,
turn.
everybody has advantage against you.
So yeah, you can use advantage.
Okay.
And yep, 18 hits.
Yep. It'd really suck if he was surrounded by a bunch of
Damage.
Oh, that sucks.
Damage. This time you like cut off like the tip of one of its tentacles.
Okay. I try.
But as you do this, you actually notice out of the corner of your eye what appears to be a fish of some kind. It looks like a single odd-looking fish that's approaching rapidly just below the surface of the water. But as it gets closer, it turns out to be actually hundreds upon hundreds of tiny, odd-looking fish, each with rows of wickedly sharp teeth. However, their resemblance to fish is in general shape alone. As they draw nearer, you realize that each of the fish are covered in a variety of different colored and textured scales, and some even bear fur or what appear to be feathers.
Okay.
That's odd.
And these swarms of fish, I'll add them to the combat tracker. And
Alright.
Garrick, your turn.
Oh, you're a nice guy. All right. So as a bonus action, I am going to. I probably should show you it here. Let me see features. Where the hell did it go again?
Oh, you're gonna give yourself like a D8 extra damage or something?
Yeah. You want me to show it to you?
I kind of remember. I kind of remember what
And
it
I'm
was.
going to do sharpshooter.
Planar warrior? Oh no.
Yeah, there it is. Planar warrior.
Yeah. So -5 to
Yeah. And I'll attack the big guy. So, and then let's go ahead and roll that now. Sorry, I'm trying to do it from here.
No worries.
And
So you're shooting it with a muscle with
all
a
you guys
boomstick.
see me is pull out my boomstick and you just hear this loud bang. Well, let me put -5.
That's a hit.
And so damage on that is a plus 1d8.
Nice.
And I'm going to mark him as my favored foe now that I hit him. Consume. And damage. So there you go. So that's 19 plus 5.
Okay.
And then I'll take my second attack. And this is at a -5 again. And I miss. Okay. I am good.
All right. Okay, so this creature, obviously a giant octopus, has just been like hacked into a couple of times by Bordis, and it's going to attempt to retaliate.
Uh-oh.
And yeah, it kind of like withdraws. You see all this black goo and blood coming out of it and kind of shudders, and then suddenly like lunges forward with like all of its tentacles in your direction, like, and lets out this kind of like roar almost from under the water, which kind of shakes the whole boat and the whole area around it as it tries to hit you with its tentacles. And it's got a lot of blood in its in its suckers, and as a result it's unable to kind of sense where it's aiming at and completely misses you. And
Hooray.
and I think that is all it's able to do at that point.
Oh, Adrian, I forgot to tell you to add the other +10 of damage from me taking sharpshooter. On the first hit that I hit with.
So I did 19 damage, was it? And then an extra 5?
I forgot to add the other 10, so it would have been 29 plus the extra 5.
Okay, so another 10.
Sorry, I remember sharpshooter's +10 damage. I forgot to add that. Tell you to add that.
Okay,
My bad. I'll add it next time.
no worries.
Ooh.
Okay, and these, at this point, Bordis, you see this swarm of fishes getting closer to you, and feeling a little bit concerned about your decision to jump in the water, perhaps. And they kind of swarm around you and start trying to nibble at you.
Oh boy.
But you're able to kind of like bat them away for the moment.
Alright.
Oh, have you been... No. Alright. This one is going to... It sees this giant frog and it's immediately hungry. And so it's going to swim over here and try to... Well, they are going to swim over here and try to attack the frog. Looks like they miss. Okay, so this octopus up here has just been unexpectedly shot. This loud boom goes off and this bullet just goes straight into its chest, and it kind of withdraws underwater for a minute, confused, and there's blood going everywhere. And it comes back to the surface of the water, and it's going to lunge out with its tentacles and try to grab you, Garrick, in response to your... Oh, hold on. I'm assuming it has a lot of reach. Where am I? Oh, yeah, it's got... Has it got that much reach? Yeah, it can do that.
The fish hit me, by the way. Sorry, I was muted.
Wait, you got 12, AC 12, don't you? Yeah.
The thing I'm looking at says 11.
Oh, did it? Oh, sorry.
What are you looking at? Like when you double click on the giant toad. Maybe I've got... Hold on, maybe I entered it wrong.
Oh, maybe it's because I'm a Warforged, but I don't think that transfers over to...
No, you'll get the giant toad stats.
Yeah, then I have an AC of 11. The 12 is adding my Warforged thing.
Oh yeah, I'm a class 11. That's weird. Why does it do that? If I go flat, then it's 11. Okay. Alright,
Yeah.
thought it hit you.
Yeah, sorry about
That's
that.
okay.
Well,
Oh,
All these little fish biting at you biting you at once.
holy crap. That was a lot more damage than I thought it would be.
Thanks for your honesty.
Fine. Someone help. Healer.
Just got fireballed by fish.
Dang.
Moral of the story is don't jump in strange waters.
Yeah.
Waters.
How was that? Expecting that.
Alright, so
Don't jump in.
this octopus is going to do you some damage, Garrick. does you 5 bludgeoning damage, but you're automatically grappled.
I don't even get a save, huh? Okay.
Yeah, if the target is a creature, it's grappled. You can try to escape, but you have to do it on your turn. And so you're restrained. It doesn't say anything about it moving towards it, so I guess you're just restrained where you are. Actually, let me have a look, though, because it is going to... Now... It's going to dive under the water and attempt to pull you under the water. It has a swim speed of... It's pretty fast. So it's going to pull you down through the water about like 30 feet. So from where you are, you'll probably end up... What's that? Like 15 feet down or something?
10, 15, yeah, maybe about 15 feet under the water.
All right, so you get like pulled down into the water.
Oh, okay.
And so you.
Did it leave my range?
It did leave your range.
Okay, I will make my attack. Oh, that's so cool! I didn't know it changed all of my stats. Ooh, that did not hit.
Yeah, as it just dives below you, and you're unable to hit it in time with whatever you're hitting it with. It's a big giant toad.
I'm biting it.
You're biting it.
It actually leaves actions too.
Oh yeah,
Licked it with his palm.
You just get a bunch of water in your mouth, and like octopus blood.
Can I do my opportunity? Because it leaves mine too, since I have a 10-foot reach.
Wait, sorry, who's that? Jury.
Me, yeah, Jury.
10-foot reach.
I have the pole arm.
Yeah. I guess so. Go for it. You also miss, unfortunately.
You guys aren't helping me very well.
I'm doing my best. I'm not used to being a frog.
Stormir.
Okay, so... Oh, wait, yeah. If I wanted to tie a rope to the railing and then throw it, would that be 2 actions?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so instead, I'll just take my free hand that's like yeah. I'll let go of my little loop. And I'll take my main hand and... Would it be an object interaction to tie a crude lasso?
I think if you're going to tie something, that'd take an action.
Be a whole, yeah, no, that's fair. So I won't even bother to tie anything. I'm just gonna, like, while holding on to the tail end of it, just throw as best I can my second 50-foot coil of rope in the direction of Bortus.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
No, that's gonna be it. Putting my shield away would be action. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit tight.
Lifeline. You could drop your shield if you wanted as a free action.
Ooh, drop.
Maybe a bit risky. Pretty rocky boat.
No, we really didn't prepare any good bonus actions today. I'm just gonna stand there with the rope. I'll cry out at him. I'll be like, Bortus!
Oh, we lost him. Oh no.
Okay, Scruff.
Okay. Scruffer is gonna cast. Fire. And it's gonna be. Oh no. The template disappeared. Oh.
Like you can just click place measured template.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. It's gonna.
Okay, so 2 things about this. You'll need to cover at least like more than 50% to get this creature.
Uh-huh.
And also you need to be like on a vertex of the thing.
Okay.
Let me see.
So it doesn't cover.
I have a thing of grid rules. I have these grid rules. So I'm looking at rectangle. I haven't even read this myself for ages.
If you still want to turn the rectangle.
Oh yeah, that's just, it doesn't, I don't think it lets you turn it properly. But I don't know, so if turning one, do we feel like you could get it?
Wait, so if...
I don't think you're going to be able to get both of them without getting Borders.
Wait, so if it covers over 50% of the octopus, it might not cover over 50% of Borders? No, it has to. Okay. I see. Okay. Maybe I'll just do these two then.
Okay.
Up here.
Alright. So, what dex saves as these fish try to jump out of the way of these blinding lights.
Look it up.
What is it? Okay, so that one passes.
Oh,
This one... Oh, sorry, fails.
wait, that one...
They both fail. Both fail.
Okay. Haha. Colored fish.
What color is the light that they're radiating?
Stinky green.
Okay. Anything else?
And is anyone hurt? I don't think anyone has been injured yet. So
Me, but just
Ribbit.
sorry, who said that?
You would remember that
I got hit. I've been dragged underwater.
you remember Garrick's been dragged underwater, and you I'd say, I don't know if you would have noticed that these from where you're standing, you might have seen this swarm of fish come and start attacking the toad, the giant toad.
Let me see. Oh, okay. So I think if Garrick is underwater, I won't be able to see him. And will I be able to see the toad?
You can see the toad. Toad's just on the surface.
Okay. A healing for you.
He's lived with pigs so long, he's starting to exhibit strange pig-like traits. Okay, anything else?
No.
Okay. Jury.
Okay. I don't know if this will work, but I'm gonna try it. How deep is the water? Did we figure? It's at least feet.
Sorry, your mic's kind of fading out.
Can you hear me now?
It's kind of like dropping in and out.
Let me try disconnecting.
I can hear you now. It sounds like you're kind of maybe like moving away from it and moving closer to it or something. Would be my guess, but I don't know.
Let me try this. Hold on. Is that better?
Hard to tell. I think we might have the same issue, but we'll...
Okay.
That's right. We can. It's not too bad.
So we know the water's at least 30 feet deep. Did we know if it would? Could we tell if it was deeper than that?
I mean, you would have trouble estimating even how far the squid has actually gone down into the water. But I'll say, I mean, you've been like on the river for a while, so you would know. Actually, a hard question.
It's probably pretty murky. It's probably pretty murky water.
Yeah, it's
too.
Pretty murky, polluted swamp water. I don't think you would have a great idea of how deep it is, unless you made a point of asking.
I want to see if I can do this. I'm going to run to this part of the boat and then jump into the water.
Okay.
And dive down as deep within 5 feet of Garrick. And can I bait and switch him?
How would you do that? Try to sort of...
So basically like pulling him out of the tentacles while putting myself in front or in between him and the tentacles. So because it's one of my superiority maneuvers. Whenever I'm within, if I can get within 5 feet of another creature, I can move them to a spot within 5 feet, or I can switch places with them.
Okay, but he's being grappled.
That's why I'm asking, would it work?
Let me
I don't know if
see.
he's trying to grapple him, but yeah, I don't know.
Or he's not even just grappled, he's incapacitated, I think. Oh no,
Is he incapacitated?
no, sorry, restrained.
It's just trying.
Doesn't provoke for. I'll say like you can give it a go, but you'll need to maybe kind of wrestle against this octopus as well. Maybe it's pretty. This thing's got its tentacles wrapped around him. Maybe give me an athletics check. Well, I'll give you a chance to do it. Oh, that's pretty good.
Cool.
Oh.
All right, you managed to. I'm gonna say, you can like manage to like wrestle him free, but the thing is like already kind of getting its tentacles around you. You feel like you might not have long before it gets you as well.
So I'm going to. I'm using one of my superiority die for that, and so let me a D8. So I'm going to add 6 to my AC, and I'm going to try to swim the rest of my movement back up towards Garrick and towards the surface.
Okay. So Garrick would just be. So how far did you swim when you said you were just above him?
10 feet down.
I was right. I would have gone 10 feet down because I have to be within 5 feet of him.
Okay.
And then I ran 10 feet to then jump into the water. And I've got 45 of movement.
Okay. This thing's going to attack you, but it already has its tentacles around you, so I'm going to give it advantage.
That's fine.
But it misses. So you manage to get out of its grasp and swim back up to the surface. And so Garrick is like just 10 feet down now.
And then would that be just my entire action, or can I consider that freeing him an attack and then I can take one attack, or do you want to call that just my entire action?
Yeah, I'm going to say, like, although I didn't say this, so maybe if we have to retcon, we can, but I'm going to say because you had to sort of wrestle with this thing in order to get him loose, that would be your entire action.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, and your second attack only comes into play if you make a first attack.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, true.
I didn't know if you wanted to consider that an attack to get him free, or if it was like a check to try to break him free.
Yeah, more of a check. Just trying to like wrestle him free of this thing's tentacles and then try to get free yourself.
Okay. That works for me.
Okay. All right.
And so until the end of my turn, I have an additional 6 to my AC.
Okay. I'll just put a reminder on
Alright.
you. Sergeant Croaker.
Oh. I'll bite that guy.
Okay.
Hopefully. Come on. Hey.
Nice. That works.
Alright.
Nice. See, like,
Whoa.
you grab like a whole like group of these from this swarm and like swallow them in one swallow down your big throat. You feel them like sliming down into your belly.
So I don't know if this works with a swarm, but I also have the same thing the tentacle has with the grapple and restrained.
Huh.
I don't know if that works on a swarm or not.
So it says it's a swarm of tiny beasts rather than a beast. So I'm thinking, I don't I don't really think so. I don't think you can grapple a whole bunch of tiny fish, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah, it has that as an immunity, I think, for at least for a swarm of capers. Or whatever it's called.
Oh yes, it can't be grappled. Yeah. Or
I really wanted to eat it.
I didn't even think of looking at the conditioned immunities. All right, anything else?
Yeah. Okay.
You still had a good meal.
I can't.
You ate like half of them, probably, nearly half of them.
Yeah. Sorry, this is my first time playing a druid. I forget stuff about it.
It's all right.
I'm gonna use a second level spell slot to do my battle thing. So I roll 2d8 and add that to my health.
Okay, sounds good.
So that's 35. Okay, that's not my turn.
Okay.
Just hanging out with these.
All right, so these fish in here are going to run in and bite at Bordis. And...
oh boy.
Still haven't taken any damage. Oh, now you're going to take some damage.
You did that on purpose. You did that.
Whoa.
Holy shit, that's a lot of damage.
Oh my god.
These things, they actually like move into your space and they just like surround you entirely. They're just like swimming all around you and you're just like panicking, like trying to swap them away as they just go into like a frenzy, just snapping at you. And to do yourself 46 damage, if you left click,
it's half though.
It's you're raging, so it's half piercing, which is really nice. So if you left click your token and then right click on the 46 and go apply half damage, then it should auto apply it.
Oh no, that's not it.
Oop.
No, I'm at the wrong spot.
Hold on, I'll put you back at 55.
So left click my token in the combat menu or on the map?
So left click your token on the map, just make sure you have it selected, and then while it's selected, if you go into the chat log and just right click on that 46, and it'll come up with a little pop-up list and you can choose apply half damage.
Thank you.
That works. Okay. Alright, this one, why can't I see the toad's health? Okay. This one sees a little bit of blood in the water, and this swarm goes into a frenzy. It's moving around even quicker than usual and snapping quicker than usual, and so it's going to come over and attack this giant toad, but it's going to have a bit of advantage. And it looks like they get you. Fuck, these things are brutal. 16 piercing damage.
Ooh.
Okay, Bordis. You're surrounded by various creatures of the river.
There's a rope.
Oh yeah, you've got a lifeline
out here. Yeah, I was gonna ask, what's the status of this? Is it a lasso that's near me?
It's just a rope.
I just tossed a rope, but I'm holding one end of it. I tossed it as well.
Right, so if I grab it, does that take up my action for the turn?
I say it'll take you an action to use it to climb back onto the boat, and you need to give me an athletics check to do that, and then you'll also get attacked by 3 creatures as you're leaving their melee range. It's not a very good situation.
Yeah, maybe I should have thought this one through before I jumped in the water, but
Oh no.
but I feel like you can't just stay out here. Yeah, I'll try to take the lifeline. Thank you, Solmir. I'm going to try to do the athletic check.
Okay. So to do an athletics check, if you just double click on your character sheet and select the attributes tab, and then under where it says inventory, there's a list of your skills. The 4th one down is athletics. If you just click on the word athletics, it'll give you that same dialogue and you can just hit normal.
Right on.
Sweet. That's good enough. You can pull yourself back up onto the boat.
Woo-hoo.
But these things are going to lash out at you as you try to get away. This thing misses.
All right.
And these have gone into a frenzy because you're leaving a trail of blood in the water as you're climbing up this rope. So they're going to have some advantage.
Oh,
Fuck. It's so much damage. Oh my god. 22, but only 11.
Cool.
And these ones also are going to try to have a bite at you.
ooh.
For another 10 damage. You still up.
Cool.
Still up.
How about the tentacle?
Tentacle missed.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you're dripping wet, climbed back up onto this boat, and I don't know if there's much else you can do. You still have a bonus action. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what those do, so it's probably the end for my turn.
Yeah, I don't think you've got much else. Okay, Garrick.
So it's gonna take me my action to climb back in the boat.
Yeah. I'd say so.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that.
Actually,
I am. What?
I'm just trying to think. Yeah, climbing along a rope took it. Yeah, it would.
You're okay. I'm just gonna bonus action. Doesn't take that though. I get it once a day, so
I'm just sorry. There we go.
whoops. I'm still on this. Just misty step back onto the boat.
Oh, you were only 10 down anyway. But yeah.
Yeah, I can go up to 30. And then go ahead and attack this tentacle beast again.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and do that. Inventories.
It's like 10 foot under the water, so I'm gonna say that it's got a fair bit of cover. You can like still shoot at it with a musket.
I have sharpshooters, so it doesn't matter. Cover.
Oh yeah, okay. That works.
Attack, and let's do this at -5.
Yep, you got it.
And damage, and so I still have my plus 1d6 plus 10. $31.
All right. This thing like lets out this like big groan, like or one of those like sea creature groans, and just like shudders and then kind of like thrashes about in the water and all splashes everywhere, all over this toad and jury and everything, and then finally like stops wriggling around and just like sinks down from the surface into the depths.
Hey.
Whoa. And then I am going to fire at this one right here.
Okay.
And let's go. Where is attack? -5. Oh, critical.
That works.
Shit.
And damage. So that would be plus.
Damn, I must not have the shit player rolls add-on.
You never turned on. 22 on that one.
All right, so you like shoot into the water. You feel like let me actually see. Yeah, you do like a bunch of damage. Somehow this bullet just kind of like shatters like several of these fish in its path, but also a bunch of them jump out of the way, and you feel like maybe it's not the most effective weapon that you could use to shoot at a swarm of fish, and it might have had more damage had it been a different damage type. That thought goes through your head.
That is my choice for right now. That's all I get.
Okay.
Okay.
Pull out your boxing glove bullets for bludgeoning damage.
Anything else?
I forgot to get a shotgun. That's what I should have got.
Okay. All right. This octopus, seeing its prey swim away, it goes for the thing that's closest to it and it's going to lash out at Scrofa with its tentacles.
Ooh.
Looks like it gets you. Unless you can...
Reaction.
No, it's just...
Because it's an attack.
well, yeah, I mean, but it's just also doing, like, bludgeoning damage.
Damn it. Okay. Can I uncast it?
Yeah, if you go into your spell book and just double-click on the, on the 1, you can just change it to a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything you can do.
Damn it. Well, okay, wait. I also...
If you had shield, that would be one of the only things.
Yeah. Well, I have a brooch of shielding. Let me just check.
Oh, that sounds...
Force damage. Was that force damage? No, it was bludgeoning damage.
Brooch of
Yeah.
allow you to do that?
Yeah, I mean, you don't really know such things about damage types. Resistance to force damage, and you have immunity to damage from a magic missile spell. Yeah, you
sorry.
Yeah, as you get struck by these tentacles, you have a brief thought about your brooch of shielding, and then you're like, damn thing never protects me from anything.
It shatters.
And
All right.
That wouldn't have done anything anyways.
it does 9 bludgeoning damage, and you're also restrained.
Aw, man. Oh, wait.
Restrained.
Apply damage. Roll concentration check. Normal.
That looks alright.
Good.
But then, are you ready to go for a swim? This thing swims down 30 feet. And you are now also in the water. Well, it's going to swim down far enough that you're 15 feet down.
Ooh.
In, like, that location. And it's, like, below you, like, pulling it down, like, facing you, and you're, like, struggling to, like, get your boot in it and try to pull yourself out of it as you get pulled down under the water.
No.
And as this happens, these fish, like swim after you as you're going, like, down into the water, and they start, like, biting at you as you're going down, and they're also having a feeding frenzy.
Oh, no.
And they bite you on your way down.
Holy
25
crap.
piercing damage.
Oh, goodness.
Oh dear, you're gonna...
Oh, no.
Oh, that's not gonna do it.
No.
Lose concentration on fairy fire.
No.
And this one follows also and bites at you with advantage.
Oh, jeez.
And hits for another 14. Looks like you're down.
Oh, no.
Shit.
Oh.
Okay, these ones over here are going to attack the giant toad. And hit
Yeah.
for 27 damage.
Holy crap. This guy's hurt.
Yeah. It's concerning. Okay, Stormir.
Oh, man. I am... Well, first I'll give Bortus the other end of the rope that he's holding, just so I'm not holding that rope. And then I'll take my action to put away my shield, and I'll use my left hand to grip the little loop of rope that I have tied around the mast.
I mean, you can use an object interaction to stow your shield.
Well, I think to don or doff, or I'm thinking of armor. No?
Yeah, because
Shield, it takes an action.
it does take an
It
action.
would.
Because I guess
Yeah.
yeah, right. Because what do you have to do? Like, kind of hook it somewhere, hook it on your back or something.
It's like hooked on my forearm and like taking up the whole hand. Like, I get it. I
Yeah,
feel
the only
bad.
thing that doesn't is like you're just putting your weapon away real quick, like in a sheet.
I'm not trying to die. I put the shield away. I grip the loop with my left hand, and now I have my right hand free for my arcane focus, and that's all I can do.
Okay. Grover, make a death save.
Right. Oh, I hear you laughing. I hear you laughing. Okay.
Oh, you say.
Nice.
Good.
Okay, Jerry.
So did I see Scripper get pulled under since I am also underwater?
How far down are you at this point?
No, I guess I would be at the surface because I had enough movement to go back up.
I'm going to say from where you are, you saw Scrofa get pulled in, but you're not necessarily aware of what happened after that. Because you can like see over the boat, but probably not really under the boat at that angle.
Okay. And I don't think I can get that far. Okay, so I want to see if I can do something kind of cool. Is the giant toad on the surface?
Yes.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, I want to climb on top of the giant toad.
Grib it.
Like swim over to him and then get on top. Can I do that?
Okay, let me think. It'll take you an action
I'm a large
to
creature.
climb onto it, I'd say. And you probably have to give me... I mean, it's in the water.
Yeah,
It's a slippery toad.
I'm going to say, like, you... it'll take an action to climb onto the toad, and you need to give me an athletics check.
Okay.
You can give it to me at advantage because it's an ally and it's underwater enough that you can kind of slip onto it. That's good enough. You can climb onto it.
Okay. So you said that takes my action.
That'll take an action.
Okay. Then I'm gonna action surge.
Okay.
So that I can take 2 attacks against this fish here.
Okay.
So this is the first one.
That hits.
Okay. And let me roll damage.
Okay.
And then I'll take a second swipe at it.
Okay. Oh wait, actually no need. That will take it out. You managed to chop the last few fish and they float to the bottom.
Can I do it at this one then over here?
So 14 hits. For 10 damage. But you feel like hacking at them is kind of not doing as much damage as you might hope.
Okay.
Just because it's hard to get at them because they're swarming around.
Okay, then that'll be it.
Okay. Giant toad, you have this person standing on top of you. You're going to actually struggle a little bit to attack with somebody standing on top of you. Just so you know.
Okay. Sure, I'll bite him. Is it like at disadvantage or like...
I would usually say that, but I'm going to say that because you're in the water and you're a big, like, floating, buoyant frog that you can just have a regular attack. That's all right.
Okay. 14.
Yep, that works. Okay.
10 damage.
10 piercing.
Some of
poison.
that is poison damage.
Okay. The poison.
I don't know which D10 it determines as that because it doesn't show it up here. Because I roll a D10 for the piercing damage, and then I roll a D10 for poison damage.
Okay, we'll say that
so
the rolls were a 2 and a 6. I don't really care which one you use.
The way it's showing is it looks like it shows the piercing first, so that's your 6, and then the poison second. If you
Yeah,
click
that's
on
what I would
it,
have thought. Okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you could expand the thing. Yeah, that's my turn. Oh, actually, How many spell slots do I have? Sorry, I can't see my spell slots when I'm in that form. So, I'll spend a third level spell slot.
You want? Okay.
I'll spend a third level spell slot to heal me 3d8.
Okay.
All right, that's not my turn.
Okay. These.
Oh man.
I mean, fuck. What would fish do? I feel like they would just continue to like. That's not going to happen. These fish just see you getting like pulled down under the water, and they assume that you've been had by the octopus, and so they're gonna like kind of like swim back up and like around this boat in this direction, and yeah, these ones are gonna come over here and attack the frog.
Leave me alone. I mean, I guess it's better than attacking a dead or an incapacitated person. Yeah, that hits. I'm gonna
22 piercing.
All right, I'm back to my druid.
Shit.
Whoop.
All right.
I'm cedar again. Yeah. I don't. Can I like move over here?
Yeah.
So I'm not.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh, because you were in. I guess that's fine. Who knows which corner you would end up?
Juris falls back onto the water.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And as you do that, these
This is a
fish are going to
fun time.
try to attack you. But the thing is, you're just like made out of metal. I mean, resistant to poison.
I know fish have eaten license plates before.
That convinces me. They still attack you.
I'm
sure they would
okay with that.
They bite at you,
dang.
and they're going to do some damage.
Yeah, they hit me.
25.
Gosh, damn, is that 25? Holy crap.
Oh man,
These guys are
get out of the water.
very strong.
Yeah, quit going into the water.
Okay, Bordis.
Jury, I would have told you not to come in after me because I was just going to Misty step out. But
Yeah, fair.
I didn't want to metagame.
But I didn't know I could do that.
Oh, you're okay.
All right, so I'd like to try to help get Scrofer out of the water, but I don't know what that status is. If I throw the rope line, will she be able to try to climb back on her turn?
No.
You feel like you might have seen Scrofer go unconscious as he was pulled under the water.
Oh, I see. That's unfortunate. Oh. Seeing as how my hit points are pretty low, I feel like I shouldn't go back in. I think and for Jury and Cedar, they're able to climb back on their own, right? Using just movement.
Yes, they can. Yeah, they can climb back on the ship on their own.
Do I have some sort of ranged attack as a barbarian? Can I throw my axe?
You can throw your hand axes and you can throw a javelin.
Oh, yes. Let's try one of those. Yeah, I'm going to go with the javelin throw.
Are you targeting the...
At the tentacle monster?
Okay, it'll be a little bit hard for you to hit it, so it's going to have some cover. So basically, it's...
because it's underwater, you're right. Can I change my target then? I feel like the fishes are doing more damage.
Yeah, you can do that.
Alright, I guess I'll try to skewer some fishes with the throw then.
Does anybody have M80s? We need some kind of explosive device.
And then I'm gonna toggle the reckless attacks for my first attack, so I'll get advantage on my attack roll.
Doesn't work with ranged attacks, I don't think.
Okay, I'll do a normal one then.
That hits.
And I'm going to do the damage.
Do you go on this one?
Yeah, how do I do that target?
Oh, don't worry about that. I didn't really use the targeting.
Okay.
Okay. So that you managed to kind of spear a couple of them with your javelin. Yeah, you feel like it's not the best way to attack a swarm of fish, and it doesn't do as much damage as you'd like. But yep.
Yeah, didn't have the most options there.
Yeah.
I think I'll stay put. I think that's my turn.
Okay, Garrick.
I'm gonna step here, use Planar Warrior on the octopus, and attack it.
Okay.
And attack at -5. Normal.
That hits.
And damage would be plus 1d8 plus 10. Oh, shitty rolls. 18.
That's all right. It's looking pretty bloodied.
And I'll attack it again. -5.
That misses, unfortunately.
Okay, and then I'm gonna come just kind of behind these guys again.
But I'm going to say when you hit it, it reels back and it lets go of Scrofa because Scrofa is no longer a threat to it anyway. And it's going to swim over to here. It comes back to the surface again. It's kind of like saving Scrofa for later. And it's going to slash out at Stolmir with its tentacles. Lash out, rather.
Okay, I'm at AC 11 right now because I put my shield away.
Oh, it looks like it hits you. For only 5 bludgeoning, but you are restrained. But it's looking very sickly. It's like thrashing around. It's like all this blood and ink is coming out of it. So it's not going to do much else at this point. It's also already kind of like swum back up from being under the water, and it's that's everything that it's going to do. These fish, they don't. Scrofa is like a fair bit lower than where they're at. The octopus like drags Scrofa under, and so they're like no longer interested, but they are going to swim under the boat over to here, and they're going to try to bite at one of you guys, and it's going to be Jury.
Thank goodness.
It looks like Jury, you're not bloodied, but I don't know how this blood frenzy works when Cedar doesn't even have any blood. But yes, it misses. They miss you.
Steel frenzy.
Steel frenzy. All right.
Yeah.
Stolmir.
Okay, so I'm like white knuckling the little loop of rope with my left hand, and I just kind of like shove my face and my right arm out so I can like point my focus at it, and I cast lightning lure at the octopus.
Okay. Nice.
He's dropping a toaster in the water.
Everyone is electrified.
He's not within 5 feet of me yet, but he has to make a strength save or get pulled 10 feet toward me in a straight line.
Oh, he's...
Oh yeah, I'm reeling him in.
Yeah, it's...
You got a big one there.
It's like thrashing and bloodied, and it's pulled up right up onto the side of the boat, right into your range. And
now that he's right next to me, he'll take 1d8 lightning damage.
Alright, so it hit the... Yep, sweet. Oh, okay. A little bit of lightning damage.
You give him a little tingle.
Lick the battery. Alright, Scrofa, you float to the surface
While you're doing
Oh,
that,
good.
make me a death.
Bit of air.
Oh no.
No.
Shit.
Well, that's only one. That's only one.
Okay, Jerry.
Okay. I've got this fish in front of me. So, for this school of fish in front of me, I'm gonna just swing at it with my glaive.
Okay,
Oh, nice.
nice.
Whoa!
All right. Okay. Not. It looks like you've nearly got it down to half its.
Okay, I'll do it again.
Okay. That misses, unfortunately.
Okay. And that'll be it.
All right, Cedar.
Okay, Cedar is going. He feels like the fish are a bit. I don't know. I'm going to cast Animal Friendship on this fish. I just want it to work.
Oh, fuck.
So it needs to make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw if it has an intelligence less than 4.
But it's a charm, yeah?
Sorry, and I'll pull it up. Where is it? Animal
I
Friendship.
think it's trying to charm it.
Oh, never mind. I don't think I can convince it. I'm not.
Remember, it's a whole swarm of fish as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't do that. I'm just gonna like
It doesn't say that it's a charm.
duck under the water for a second and use my wild shape again to turn into a giant frog.
Okay.
If I can, I would like to try to turn into a giant frog where Yuri's on my back. Or Juris.
Jury.
I feel like that makes sense. You can like surface and Jury can be on your back. That makes sense.
Okay. Alright.
Like you'd be there.
Okay. So I'm like
Sorry.
with the kippers,
Why can't I? Usually I can.
the fishies.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That'd put you in. Oh, I see what you're trying to do that. Yeah, you can do that. That's it. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay. I am no longer bloodied because I'm now a giant toad. But I'm gonna move like right here and take the op attack
Okay.
and try to let it so if Yuri wants, you can get on the boat. So I'm gonna put like one of my giant legs.
They miss.
Nice, finally. I'm gonna put one of my giant appendages on the on the side of the boat.
You're like
Make an easy ramp
your tongue
for
unravels like a.
yeah.
It's a slimy bridge.
Yeah.
Okay. These fish are gonna come after you and attack you, frog. You're not bloodied.
Come at me, bro.
They hit
I ain't afraid of no fish.
for 16.
Oh my gosh, they do so much damage.
Yeah, it's stressful. Okay, these fish. I guess they do the same thing.
Wish I took a sweeping attack.
They hit you for another 20 damage. Fuck. Okay,
For another 20 damage. Alright.
Fortis.
I really wish I took sweeping attack at this point.
Oh boy.
Can someone please save Scrofa? I'm frightened.
He's
know,
too far away.
Growth is pretty peaceful.
Scrofa's is pretty close. Scrofa's on the surface. Alright, I'm metagaming.
Grover's just floating, chilling.
Pigs.
It's only been 12 seconds.
All right, so if I were Bordis, how would I save Scrofer? Would it be like a dive and then pick her up or pick him up and bring it back?
Yeah, I say you can move into the water easily enough, and then you would basically be sort of grappling, so you'd be moving at half speed, and so all you need to do is probably just make an athletics check to get back up on the boat.
Okay, let's try that.
This giant octopus has its tentacles wrapped around Stolmir, and you don't feel like it's going to be able to do anything about you moving out of its range.
Oh, right. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
But your assumptions were wrong. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, my heart.
All right. So you can also try to stabilize Scrofa, or you can even try to, and you don't have any. Yeah, so
I think it's best to get back on the boat.
Yeah, that might be the best. Definitely. So give me an athletics check, just to climb back on the boat. Nice, that is easily enough for you to climb back on and pull Scrofa back on the deck with you.
Thank you.
And do I still have actions left for this help action thing, or am I done?
That would take your action, so yeah, you wouldn't really be able to do much more than that.
Okay. And no more attack action, right? Because that was the...
Yeah, you got to... yeah, you'd have to make an attack to make a second attack, so yeah, that would be, I think, everything you can do.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, Garrick.
Alright, I'm gonna attack Mr. Squid Guy again.
That hits.
And damage. And just plus 10 on this one.
Alright. That... Nearly, it's like barely hanging on. And it is actually hanging on.
Okay.
Several of its tentacles go limp, and it nearly falls off Stolmir and back into the water, but it's just kind of flapping about.
One suction cup.
My planar abilities going on these fish, so it changes all my damage to force.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack that one. -5.
That works.
And damage. Plus 1d8 plus 10. And that's all force damage.
Okay. Yes, they all just explode in this strike of force. This bullet just goes into just... all these like pieces of fish just go everywhere.
Gribbit.
And I'm done.
Gribbit, my thanks.
Thanks to sharpshooter, right?
Okay, this octopus is going to try with its last ounce of strength to attack Stolmir. And looks like it hits.
Oh wait. Yeah, never mind. Not with 11.
For 10 damage.
Sorry, Stolmir, I tried to kill it.
Happens. I don't think I'm applying my damage rate. How do... Oh, wait, okay. The first time I right-clicked it, that didn't pop up, so there we go. My bad.
No worries. You can also actually right-click your token and just enter it in manually. And it'll do a little bit of maths if you type like -10 or whatever, it'll do that. Work that out for you as well. Your turn.
All right. It should be correct now. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
I had not applied the 5 correctly, I realized. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna stare at it real serious and hold my crystal orb in front of me and whisper a few long-forgotten words of dark eldritch power and blast him with some necrotic energy with Toll the Dead.
Okay. Looks like it fails.
Alrighty. Well, yeah, he's missing some HP, so he's gonna take a 1d12 or 2d12 necrotic damage.
Yeah, so if you hit the versatile button, it should do that. Sweet. Alright. Nice. This loud ringing sound just like channels out of you into this creature as it's barely holding on, and it just like its whole like tentacles and parts of it just like shatter in this like deafening sound, and it goes limp and just falls off you, and you just hear this like as these like suction caps come off your face and your neck and everything, and it falls back into the water, like floats down into the depths.
Hyperventilate into a long sigh at the end of it.
Okay, Scrofer, make me a death save. Good luck.
Thank you. Oh, attributes. Alright.
Oh, fucking
Ooh.
sweet.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, Jury. You can
Okay.
climb onto the boat. I'll say that's fine. You're on top of this frog.
Right. Before I do that, I'm gonna take an attack at this one here. That's right in front of me.
You can tell, just so you know, that this swarm, it looks like there's less fish in it.
Okay, so then that one.
Okay. That hits.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Let's. Okay, cool. Cool. Looking like there's less than half of them left.
A second attack.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. There's still a few of them there.
All right, and then I'm gonna jump to the boat over here, or run across the tongue or the arm, whichever one was the bridge, and then get back onto the boat.
All right. Okay. Cedar.
I'm just gonna pull myself onto take disengage action and like pull half of myself over the boat and then cancel my wild shape. And
Okay.
so I'm in the boat.
You can like pull yourself
You know
up
what
to
I'm saying?
there. I won't say you need to do a check or anything, seeing as you're a giant toad.
Yeah, and I'll. Yeah, that's the end of my turn. I'm gonna sit down on the deck.
Okay, so these fish kind of like swarm around the boat at this point, just kind of like
I'll make
nibbling
my
at the
way over
sides.
here.
Don't seem to be able to do anything. Borders.
All right. Can I attack diagonally?
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna move next to Garrick.
Just so you know, these fish, they look like they can't attack you, but there's a chance that if somebody is unconscious, that they can properly die if they're not aided. Just so you know.
Oh, can I aid Scrofer right now?
You can try to stabilize him,
Yeah, let's do that.
but you don't have to. But I just thought I'd let you know, partly just because I'm nervous.
Yeah, I think that's
I don't want to true kill anyone.
no. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's stabilize Scrofer, or I don't know what that entails.
So you don't look like you're the most medicine-y type person, but you can give me a medicine check anyway. All you gotta do is beat 10.
Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it if it doesn't work.
Okay. Sorry, you said roll a d10?
Oh, just give me a medicine check.
Oh, from the attributes, sure.
And then Yay!
That's a good one.
All right, Scripper is stabilized.
Thank you.
Of course. Excellent.
That did take your action. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine. That should be my turn then.
Okay, Garrick.
I am just pointing my musket right over the edge. I'm going to blast that one.
Okay.
And I'm marking out with Planar Warrior.
I'll let you take this attack, and then we'll probably go ahead and take this one. That hits.
Damage plus 1d.
Force damage again.
Yeah, that one's force.
Nice. Just like blast away like most of these fish.
Yeah, and then the next one's just a regular attack.
Okay. You sure you don't want to jump in the water and like melee attack it?
Oh yeah, sure. It's in range. Let's just jump in the water. I didn't want to go in the water in the first place, but you kind of made me.
I wanted you to be in the water.
I know you did.
Yep, that hits. All right.
Oof.
And you managed to
powerful
destroy
musket.
the rest of them.
It's not the musket. It's my 10 damaged flat from sharpshooter.
And we'll end combat there as these remaining little fish run out of steam and swim off into the river and disappear.
As they're swimming, I shoot it long range. I mark it and shoot it, and it's good.
All right, so you've killed these strange mutated sea creatures. You continue on towards the island, and it's pretty easy from that point on. Nothing else happens, and it's around midday when you arrive, and you kind of moor the boat on the island, and you climb out of the boat. You see, actually, as you're coming up to the shore, that there's another boat that's been moored there before you, and as you kind of pull up, and Cell sort of like pulls the boat up onto the shore and says like, right, well, I'll be back here to pick you up. Good luck, and yeah, I hope everything goes smoothly and you find all of the silver and whatnot that you want to.
Should things become estranged and it does not go smoothly, do you have like an address that I could send like a letter to for like correspondence? Something like that.
Well, my name's Stell Fish.
The tomato.
Sell Fish Bottom, and I live at Cable's Hill. If you send a letter there addressed to Mr. Fish Bottom, should find me pretty easily. I don't really have an address. I'm not really fancy enough for one of those.
But just Mr. Fish Bottom at the Cable's.
That should do it.
Well,
Bit of an unfortunate name, I know, but it's the best I can do.
Nothing of it, Silver Ward. I mean, it's so like, oh, geez, did your great ancestors or something do like warding, man? It's like, of course, I feel you.
There's a lot of weird secrets in my family tree. Right, it's more of a family river, actually.
We will arrange a dinner.
Well, if you make it back, maybe we can cook up a nice fish, maybe a salmon or something.
Fish, not from these.
Well, anyway, best of luck. He starts pulling the boat out from the shore. But you already noticed, actually, up on the shore a little bit. You're kind of on this sandy bank, and the water is kind of lapping up on the bank, in the sand. But the sand kind of turns into mud as it kind of gets higher up on the bank, and the mud then leads up this gentle slope into this kind of rock-strewn area where there's this verdant undergrowth, and you can see the pyramid ascending past the trees and vines to pierce the sky up ahead of you. It's towering above over the whole island. But just ahead of you in the mud, you see what looks like a body of some kind just lying in the mud, and it looks like it's covered in weird-looking kind of carrion birds.
Hey, sir, this isn't a good place to sunbathe. You know, I almost died.
Strangely,
Hey, no.
you hear no reply.
That's a corpse.
Oh, you should have said. Sorry.
I just kind of deduced it when you. But I think so.
Maybe Scrofa might go in a little bit cautiously to have a look at this body.
Okay, so you go over and have a look at this body. You're just kind of standing, looking down at it.
Yes, looking down, maybe sniffing.
Well, as you approach these weird-looking, they kind of look like vultures, but they've got like extra long beaks and really long wings. And you think one of them actually has like gills in its side, and another one has like this oddly human-looking tongue coming out of the side of its mouth, and they like squawk at you. And one of them's like, "Ah, bloody hell, fuck off!" And then they like fly up into the air and like flap away and fly away. And you come and approach this body, and you can see as you approach it that it's a woman lying in sort of like robes with a little bit of like leather armor and stuff on, but you don't see any weapons or anything.
She's wearing leather armor?
Yeah, she's got like leather armor and then like a cloak as well.
Can I tell how she's died?
Give me a medicine check.
Can I assist in that effort?
Are you proficient with medicine?
I can cast guidance. Do you want me to cast guidance?
Oh, never mind. I am not.
I'll just cast
I mean,
guidance.
you can have a look anyway, and
I'm keeping an eye out because I'm wary of a dead body.
okay, so you're keeping an eye out. Scrofa, you can tell from a brief check that there's a single stab wound in this woman's back. It took a bit of a doctor's mind to work that out. Single stab wound. It looks like this woman was killed from.
Does it look like
Claire. Sorry?
I'm sorry.
No, please go.
Does it look like the armor would fit me? Is the armor big enough that I can wear it?
Dolmir, I mean, I don't know if it would be kind of made for your body type, and it looks kind of like a little bit soiled and a bit rough. You feel like you could I don't know if you would really be able to wear it. You feel like you could sell it, but yeah, maybe not.
Oh, man. Alright. I say nothing.
You could, you.
Does she look culty?
Give me.
Dragon culty?
You're not able to determine that just from looking at her.
Can I search her for dragon culty stuff?
Give me a perception check.
Perception.
You find on her what looks like a small tattoo on one of her forearms, which looks like the Zentarum crest.
Mm-hmm. Those are the people we work for, right?
Yeah, well, Saya was a Zentarum.
Okay.
So, yeah, you don't know much more than that.
Alright.
But at this point, as you're standing around looking at this body, actually, Garrick, you are kind of keeping a lookout, and you hear like a twig snap, and you realize suddenly that there are some other individuals in this area that are approaching from the north, and takes over to the map. Oh, I didn't preload it.
Would we be by this corpse?
Yeah, if everyone wants to just like put themselves anywhere, like kind of within this area.
There's another boat.
Yeah, so you saw this other boat as you pulled up. Although actually this one probably wouldn't be here anymore. I suppose Cell is still struggling to get... Oh, bloody hell, it's stuck or something. Oh yeah, you can certainly go further back than that red box as well if you want.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Sorry, I had to step away 1 second.
That's right. So just move yourself anywhere like within that red box, or like
Just kind of be back.
yeah, like back there is fine.
And initiative.
Let me see. So you're
Oh,
yeah. So you hear this like
I
twig.
just assumed I saw a battle map. Sorry.
You hear this twig snap. But can I get actually? So Borders and Cedar, what are your
I only see 2 of us on the map.
Oh really?
Yeah, I only see me and Garrett.
Maybe try giving it a refresh. I can see everyone.
And then I have a passive 15 perception, or I can roll.
I have alert, by the way. The alert feed.
Okay, so you have alert. Okay, in that case, with your alert and with like Garrick already being kind of searching for, like kind of keeping an eye out, we'll say that you are able to warn the others when you hear that someone is approaching from the north, and several individuals appear, and they just start shooting arrows at you. They're like, get 'em! And let's roll for initiative.
Right? Hopefully I don't go dead last again.
Cool. Let's go.
No, gonna go dead last again.
So let's see how I can do this.
I got a 5.
And
Is everybody on the ground? All of the enemies on the ground?
Yeah, so what you see is you see several kind of like older, or 3 like older people. A couple of them have like beards, and they are kind of like dressed in like pretty serious looking splint armor, and carrying like a couple of them have like 2 weapons drawn, and they're advancing like these big angry looks on their faces. And you also see behind them these individuals with like bows kind of like sticking out of the undergrowth, and they begin like firing arrows at you. And you can't really get a good look at them, but you assume there's some sort of ranger archer type. Yeah, everyone's on the ground.
Okay.
And Cedar, you're up first.
Okay. Does Barkskin transfer with my wild shape?
I don't
So if I put
I don't think so actually.
Barkskin on myself, it doesn't?
I don't.
Is it a concentration spell?
You can have a concentration spell when you're wild shaped. You just can't cast spells. I don't know though. It doesn't really tell you
Generally,
if you can do it while you're...
Generally, I don't think so. I don't, because a condition wouldn't transfer over generally. So I'd say no.
Well, like if I was poisoned as an animal and I transferred back into a human, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, if you cast Barkskin on yourself, then you transform into an animal, you won't have Barkskin whilst you're the animal. When you return to Cedar's regular form, then you would still have Barkskin. Yes, that's what you mean.
No, that's fine though. I guess I'll just cast. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll cast. Where is it? Call lightning over. Oh, this. It's a really large area.
Yeah. Adrian, my initiative is 12, by the way. I just can't do it as advantage. It won't let me. 12.
Point.
Yeah. So I have to roll separately.
Okay, and I'll cast the lightning over here
So
on that person.
60. Oh, it is meant to be huge. 10 feet tall with a 60-foot radius. And so you're going to cast it like here or something?
Yeah, No, I'm lightninging this person. I'm hitting lightning on that person.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay.
And that doesn't... Yeah.
So they need to see if they can jump out of the way, is that it?
Yeah, so they make DC 14 deck save.
Okay, it looks like they managed to jump out of the way.
Okay, I think...
Half as much on a
so I still do
successful.
damage, it's just half as much. Nice.
Alright, there's suddenly these storm clouds kind of appear in the sky out of nowhere, and this arc of lightning just comes crashing down through these like plants and things that this poor archer is hiding behind, and they try to like roll out of the way, but the bolt of lightning just like strikes them on the back, and they like you hear them like cry out like ah as they try to like jump out of the way. And
Oh,
wait, hold on.
they take half damage.
Wait, hold on, what did I do?
Oh, are we in a big lightning storm?
Yeah. They
Yeah.
just jump out of the way, but still get struck.
Alright, and then I'm gonna bonus action wild shape into... I'm gonna giant spider into a giant spider. So you... Sorry. The creatures he's been turning into are like mechanical creatures, so he like transformers into this spider
Sweet. Okay.
and he's gonna walk up
With like
actually right here.
all right. Okay. So this person like rolls out of the way in this direction, just rolling out of the way of the lightning, and still get like struck on the back, and they manage to stay upright somehow. They're gonna come back a little bit over here. They're gonna kind of like poke out, and they're gonna take aim and fire at this giant spider, this giant mechanical-looking spider that's come out of nowhere. And
Misses.
what's the? 14. Okay, and I think. Yeah, she's going to very rapidly notch another arrow and fire at you again. But misses again. She's feeling pretty beaten up and confused after that lightning. But you're going to be fired at from all directions as this person also sends some arrows in your direction.
Nice.
That one looks like it hits for 7.
Alright.
And another one. Oh. Oh yeah.
You gotta watch.
Yeah, so that one misses.
Oh, the lightning thing is gone now.
Okay. Clouds dissipate, and these archers and warriors look a little bit relieved. Okay, Stormy.
All right. So would like a run-of-the-mill tree or bush that isn't like a monster, would that be an object or like a creature?
You mean like a plant or something?
The bushes that like this archer is standing on, how do I target things?
Oh, don't worry about targeting. I don't actually ever use the targeting function.
Okay, but yeah, this archer all the way like on the left, I'm gonna create a bonfire under her, but if the plants are objects, then they would be eligible to be lit on fire by it.
Oh, yes. In that case, yes, they would probably be lit on fire if you did that. She's like standing within the brush.
Awesome. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna place a bonfire directly under her, so then I think she'll dex save against fire damage.
Okay.
But hopefully I can light the forest on fire as well.
Alright, so she fails the dex save.
Awesome. So she's gonna take
Whoa.
12 fire damage, and then a bonfire just starts crackling that I'm concentrating on, that just stays there, and if she ends her turn in it, or anybody else moves into it, they'll take that, and the plants just start catching on fire.
Alright, so the plants start catching on fire. Whole plant next to it goes up in flames as well. She's like burnt both from like the bonfire and from this plant next to her. It's like okay, this guy suddenly sees this giant mechanical spider in front of him, and all of his allies are like failing to shoot it with their arrows, and he's just like fuck, and just tries to swipe at it with his longsword. and hits
Yeah.
for 8 slashing. And he's gonna pull back and go for another attack. This time he's trying to stab you up underneath, but you like manage to get it, knock his sword out of the way with one of your arms. But he's got a short sword, which he has like under his cape, and it comes like reeling up as he moves back and tries to like get you in the same place, like under the head, like. But also misses. All right, Scroper.
Scrofer is gonna cast a cool spell. Okay. Oh, no.
Not that cool spell.
That's not that cool spell. Okay.
That spell's not cool.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah, Ginsu. I don't know if you've noticed yet, but it no longer scrolls down to the bottom when people type. I found an add-on that... Oh, Ginsu is muted. He must not be here. What's that, Scrofer?
Sorry. This.
Hold on. Let me maybe place it again, or maybe drag... Hold on, that was... Is it there that you're doing it?
No, I would like to put it down one.
Like that.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, a couple of dex saves. I'll go from top to bottom. Okay, that one passes.
Ow.
That one fails.
Okay, cool. And then... okay. And Scrofer will then like into a giant elk, if I could.
Giant elk, alright. Not sure if let me have a look. Okay. I have this one that comes with the software we'll have to do. Giant elk.
Cool. Ooh. Except the elk has a pig nose. Ooh. Oh. Sorry, I'm
right.
placing templates everywhere. Okay.
And it runs into the fray backwards.
Thank you. It might run here.
It runs out of the fray backwards. Anything else?
No, thank you.
Okay. Alright, Garrick.
Yeah, let's see. I just want to double check the range on that. Okay, that's fine. Alright. So now I'm going to cast Spike Grove. And let's have a little fun here. So let's put it maybe right. Is that going to hit Bortus?
I can't actually see the template.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
No.
That is not... actually, I think... Hold on. Let me consult my own rules that I don't know.
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It won't get him.
Because if I went here, it would, but I don't want to.
Yeah, because I remember like some of the Foundry things are correct and some of them aren't, but the circle is correct. So yeah, that's fine. Bortus is not enveloped in.
That's what I did.
Spiny.
And so when a creature moves into or within the area, takes. So when I believe when it starts its turn.
Yeah, because it's just it does damage to them. Or does it actually grab them? Hold on.
No, once they move, every 5 feet they move, it hits on 2d4.
I love Spike Growth.
And then let's see. Yeah, I can't do anything else because that was an action. So, I think. No, I'm good.
Okay, this guy witnesses out of the corner of his eyes, although he's pretty distracted by this giant spider that you're kind of like waving your arms about and muttering some arcane words, and all of a sudden these spiny vines and things like come out of the ground and like spike into his feet, and he's standing right in there, so he's aware that he's surrounded by this shit, but he's going to try to get out of it as quickly as possible. And so he's going to run over here and try to attack the spider. And in doing so, I guess he's going to step on this. He's taking 5 feet, so it's just 2d4 damage. If you want to roll the 2d4. Jinsu. Oh. He's on mute again. I think I will roll it for him. Alright. Huge spike goes like straight through this guy's foot. Like,
That was a D20.
oh, sorry, I rolled the... Oh, it doesn't give me a damage. That's interesting. Okay, oh. Thanks for letting me know. It certainly did seem like a lot of damage.
No problem.
A small spike goes into the bottom of his foot. He makes the same exact noise. Okay, this person here sees a clean line of sight to border, so they're just going to fire another arrow at borders. For 16, that hits. So they'll do 5 piercing damage. And they follow up with another attack from the longbow. But this one misses. Alright. This dude has got... What color is this fairy fire, Grover?
Oh, stinky green again.
Stinky green. This dude is giving off all this stinky green light. It's just coming shining off of his arms, and looks down at his torso, and it's just like, whoa, what the fuck? He nevertheless looks up and tries to pull himself together and runs over here to attack Bordus. In doing so, he's going to take some spike growth damage. Takes 3 damage. And he's going to try to stab you with his long sword. But misses. He'll follow up with a second stab attempt, which hits for 11 damage. 11 slashing damage. And he's then going to bring his short sword around and tries to hack downwards at your neck with his short sword. Actually, it's not usually what you would do with a short sword, but he's got some thorns in his feet, and he's giving off a stinky green light, and he's not fighting like he usually would. Bordus.
Oh yeah, real quick before I start, I'm trying to take this piercing damage from that longbow.
Oh yeah, so if you left click on your token, and then where's the piercing damage? Sorry, I was moving pretty quick there. My bad. So what did you take? You took
5 damage.
Longbow attack. Oh yeah, okay. So if you just right click on the 5 and just go apply damage.
Okay. Got it.
And then you also took a little bit of damage from the long sword, I think. Yeah, another 11. You can also right click on your token, and there's like it'll show you health down below that, and you can like click in there and type like -11 enter, and it'll just automatically do it for you.
Okay. Oh, what is that?
Hold on, I can undo that. Undo healing. I'm confused about what just happened there. I'll put you back up at 55.
Okay.
So what was the first one? You lost 5 and then you lost 11?
Yes. Yeah, for some reason I could apply the 5 damage from the combat log, but not the 11. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it is a bit weird. But anyway, it's your turn.
Okay. Let's do rage. I'm gonna apply that.
Okay.
try to attack this unknown creature diagonally with the great axe with reckless attacks.
Okay. So you have advantage?
Yes.
That's a hit.
Do a normal. Oh.
That's right.
And then
actually, just so you know, you don't need to use your reckless attack because he has fairy fire on him, which actually gives you advantage. So we can just say that you didn't use that, if you like.
Okay, sounds good. I'll take it back. I noticed the stinky green, so I'll just do a considerate attack this time. And I think I have another swing thanks to my level 5 berserker. Level 5 thing.
Yep, you can do that.
Okay, normal attack.
No, actually, this one also you can use advantage. You might want to roll it.
Oh, because it's fire.
Yeah, so it's just any attack on this person. You might want to roll it again to crit fish just to see if you get a crit. Because if you get a crit, then you can roll double the damage dice.
Okay, so is that an advantage attack roll you want me to roll?
Just roll another normal one.
Okay, sure.
Nope. Okay, but you hit him.
Lower. Okay.
Oh wait, sorry. No, you. Oh, sorry. I was confused. You did not hit him or them.
Okay, that's fine.
Anything else?
That should be my turn.
Okay, jury.
Okay, I'm gonna book it all the way over here. And take my first attack on this one.
Okay.
That goes to. They're going to. It's now saying it didn't go. Okay, that's fine. Sorry.
That's alright. Oh, is it just like is it? It's not coming
because I had to refresh D&D Beyond. It's like, no, we're not.
Lame. That's a miss.
Okay. And then second attack.
That hits.
Okay.
Nine damage. Probably do it. Yep. She's just she's just been tried to roll out of the way and been struck by lightning and then missed some shots at this giant spider, and then all of a sudden Jurius comes out of nowhere and just jumps into the brush and just hacks at her with his glaive and just takes her down.
And then I'm gonna action surge. Why not?
Okay.
And attack this guy.
Yep.
Do I get advantage? Is it considered even with my reach? Is it flanking still?
Oh no, I don't do flanking. Yeah, okay. just because Adventurers League doesn't do flanking, and this is sort of Adventurers League modified.
Okay.
Yeah.
So attack.
That still hits.
And then I'm going to spend a superiority dice to do a tripping attack. So it's a DC 14 strength, or they get knocked prone.
Okay, sweet. Just a strength check.
Yeah.
Strength save.
Strength save.
Strength save. DC 14. Nope. Looks like you trip him over.
Okay, and then that adds. It doesn't have my damage dice in there, so I'll just do. So this will be added. This D8 will be added to the damage. Ugh.
Okay.
And then So 7 total damage for that
7
one.
damage. All right.
And then I'll do my second attack. Since he's prone, is that advantage
Yes.
with the melee?
Yes.
Okay.
That one misses. Unfortunately, he like rolls out of the way.
Okay. That'll be my turn.
Okay. All right.
All right, I'm gonna bite the prone one. Sorry.
With advantage. Why do you have Hexblade's curse on you?
I don't know. Does a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
Oh, nice. Okay. Sorry, it deals one of those d8s, and then so it deals
Let's go with the first one.
11 damage, and then it needs to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 11.
Con save. To see if it gets poisoned or something.
To see if it takes the other 11 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it just takes 11.
Okay.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. This person still hiding back here in the shrubs. It's going to repeat their previous attack and fire a longbow at Borders. And miss.
Sweet.
The second shot. That one looks like it just gets you in the thigh. Ooh, 10 piercing damage. But you're raging, so you only take 5.
All right.
Okay, Stormir.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, so I was hoping somebody was going to attack me and I get to cast shield. Also, I did forget to mark on my character sheet putting my shield back on after the boat, but like I would, have my shield back on if that's okay.
Yep, of course.
All right. So
Wasn't that last archer standing in fire?
Oh yeah, that last archer, did she end her turn standing in fire? Because I'm still concentrating on a bonfire under her.
Let me see. I don't... Oh, for some reason I did this one's turn rather than this one. Yes, okay. In that case, actually... that's confusing. Did she... She hit Borders as well. Alright, Borders, we have to rewind. You can... You...
The rest of it's
Let me see, 23. Oh yeah, it would have still hit you. Okay, that's all right. We'll just leave it as that. But then, yes, she will take some bonfire damage. So what is it? Give me
So that would be another
dex.
2d8, I believe. Oh yeah, with the dex save, DC 14.
Dex save. Yep. Okay, so go ahead and roll d8.
I'll roll it from my spell, so it'll auto add the modifiers.
And I guess at this point, the fire will spread. It doesn't really.
And she didn't want to move at all. She's okay with the fire.
For a moment, she thought she was this person. She's like blinded by smoke and confused.
Yeah, that's another 10.
Another 10 damage. She is confused into her grave.
She thought she had a ring of fire resistance, but it's a ring of warmth. So
it just made it even worse.
Yeah, I'm just. Oh, I did not. I don't know what that circle is that I made. I was just trying to measure, and then I'm gonna move up into the tree line.
Okay.
25 feet, and that'll be it.
All right. This guy is gonna climb up from the ground.
I'm sorry, I didn't even do an action. She just died because she stood in fire.
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay, so I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move 25 feet up into the tree line, and then do the same bonfire thing to the next archer that I see over there.
Okay, so you just like move the bonfire basically. Oh, can you do? Or do you do two?
Well, I can't like make multiple. Like the fire can keep spreading over there, but I would have to end the concentration on that bonfire and make a new one.
Okay. So it moves over there.
And then DC 14 Dex.
All right.
Hopefully this one will remember that fire is bad.
Oh, she saw her friend die.
Just like, I mean, it's not her turn, so she can't even move, but she's just, I guess, like jumping up in the air, like,
Oh, fire back!
okay. Anything else?
It will light the underbrush
Oh, it does
around
do that as
her.
well. I guess I would just treat these as... I don't really know how to do fire. Just as fire. But anyway, I'll think of something. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Alright, so this guy climbs up and he... Well, he's going to turn around and try to fight this spider that's just tried to sting him.
That
It's
hits.
for 5. And... Nope.
Misses.
And a short sword stab, which
That just hits.
it's for 8.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Where's the restored transformation? And I take 2 damage.
Shit. All right. Scrofer.
Okay, so Scrofer's gonna go 20 feet in this straight line. Whoop,
I don't have call lightning anymore.
sorry, lady. And
Poor lady.
ram this guy, not Cedar, but this guy.
Okay.
That guy? That guy.
Oh,
Nice.
Whoa!
Nice.
Hello. So okay, so
Is a ram gonna like
two,
push him back? That's awesome if it does.
plus 4 bludgeoning damage. Okay, so that's damage, and because it was a ram and a charge, I get to do the charge.
Was it?
Damage.
Is it usually a 1d6 plus 2?
No, it's 2d6 plus 4
Did you get a
is
crit?
the. Oh yeah.
Just give me another 2d6 plus 4.
Just do it again. Okay, sorry.
That's all right.
Well, just 2d6. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just a 2d6.
Why?
Because you don't get the mod on that. Wait,
Oh.
do you?
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Or,
Oh,
Wait, I don't
I'm
get.
getting confused. You don't get the mod on the crit,
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I see what you mean.
so it's just 2d6.
Okay.
she rolled at 6 damage.
4. Oh, I'm so confused by that breakdown. Anyway, 6 damage is fine. Okay, and then
Oh yeah.
strength save. I wanted to get pushed back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So now, so it must be
it's
knocked.
only knocked prone.
for-
Okay.
He's just prone.
All right.
Oh, but an extra 2d6 damage. So I'm gonna do an extra 2d6 damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
Good.
All right. Moo. I don't know how to do like a moose sound or an elk or whatever.
Oink, oink, oink.
Oh, that's right. It has like a pig nose. comes up the slope from the beach and just like straight past Cedar and just like into this dude. He just gets like knocked back into this spike growth. Just falls prone on his back. Anything else?
Hope he gets a spike in the butt. No, that's all.
Okay, Garrick.
Here. And let's go ahead and attack.
She'll have, well, they will have a little bit of cover from where you're standing.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, she's.
I have sharpshooter. She gets no cover.
Oh fuck! I keep forgetting that.
Unless she's fully covered. Unless it's full cover.
No, not quite.
Gonna get cover from the fire?
That's a miss.
Alright, I'll attack again.
Yeah, I keep forgetting the sharpshooter. That hits.
And I'll do damage. Plus 1d8 plus 10. That's all force damage.
Fuck, she just explodes. Just bones and flesh just all over these plants and actually like put out this fire.
Yeah. That plus 1d8 plus 10 makes it big damage. That's 16 extra damage just on its own.
Anything else?
You want me to do more? No. I'm good.
All right. This guy climbs up. He's got he looks like he's got a broken rib or something. He's like clutching his rib. He kind of like lifts his like long sword up and tries to like stab at this elk that's just like charged him. Or I guess it's more of a slash. Looks like he misses. And try again.
Damn
That
it.
one hits. For 5 damage. And he will... Well, I said he was clutching his ribs. So I guess at this point he's going to pick his short sword up and prepare to use it on the next turn. Alright, this guy is going to take a couple of swings at Bordus. And miss. And, ooh, that one hits.
Oof.
He gets you for 8 slashing. And follows up with another... another 6 slashing. So 14 slashing damage on Bordus.
Cool.
And your turn.
So, are we allowed to talk to these humanoids in combat? Because I would like to kind of find out why we're being attacked.
Yeah, so on your turn, you can kind of say a couple of sentences. As much as you could say sort of within 6 seconds, I guess.
Alright, so...
Or is it around 6 seconds?
Since we seem to be kind of in control of this encounter so far, I'd like to just ask the attacker, like, who are you guys? Why are you attacking us without, any provocation?
Okay. And then they may or may not reply on their turn. Anything else?
Oh, you cut off.
Oh, sorry. They may or may not reply on their turn.
Okay, can I... I guess it would be bad manners to attack after trying to reason with them, huh? I think I'll just stay put and wait for the response, I guess.
Okay. How long is a turn? Because a round is 6 seconds. I guess everyone's moving at the same time, so your turn is about 6 seconds. So yeah, as much as you can say in 6 seconds. Okay, Jury.
I am going to just smack the guy that is just at my reach.
Okay. Also, Bordus, I'm afraid during your moment of having some words, your rage kind of cooled off a little bit, because if you don't take an attack...
You're right. I'll take that off.
Got hit, though.
Say again? Oh, you did get hit. How does it work? Is it during... Is it before your next...
I believe if the whole round passes without them getting hit. Or...
Yeah, so you might still... Okay, so you're still enraged. So you yelled that question at them very angrily.
Yeah, very angrily. That's more in character, yeah.
Okay, that's a miss.
Do it again.
Miss.
All right. Then that's it.
Okay. Cedar.
Alright, I don't really want to wild shape again. Can I move? So if I move here and thorn whip this guy, can I move him up into the spike growth?
Yeah, potentially.
Cool. I'll do that. He can take an op attack on me.
All right.
Nice. He missed. And you see him like rip the spike chain off of his arm and try to whip him towards me.
Okay.
Towards like there. Or yeah. I haven't attacked Cedar yet.
Oh, nice.
Whoa!
That's a good attack to start off with. For Cedar. Yeah.
All right.
So 16 damage. I think that'll probably just.
Yep, and he gets pulled over to here, so he takes another 2d4. Garrick, if you want to roll that. I've been rolling it for you the last couple of times.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's all right.
I'm back and forth making dinner. My family's yelling at me. What do you want me to roll? Sorry.
Just a 2d4 for the spike growth.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Nice. This guy has been like knocked over. He's just gotten up and like tried to like swing at this elk, and then this giant spider has turned into a large metal man who has like moved away. He tries to take a swipe at him, and this turns around and fucking like lashes him with these spikes and like pulls him face first through this like spike growth. Like he's just getting spiked as he's pulled over. And he's taking a lot of damage. He's just like covered in like cuts and bruises, and there's just blood coming out of all over him, and he's missing an eye, and he's nearly dead. Okay. Anything else?
No.
All right, Stormy.
I'm gonna mosey on over to this guy that Bortus started talking to, and I'm just like holding my hands up with, the shield hand up and holding my crystal in the other. And I'm just like, come on, man, don't be stupid. Your friends died.
All right. Anything else?
Just trying to win him over to our cause.
Okay. I'll assume this guy's a little bit too far away to hear this conversation. But he's gonna take a swing at Cedar, who he sees like dragging his mate through the dirt, through the spikes.
That's my AC. That misses.
He's gonna now take a wild swing at this elk. That hits for 10 damage. And he'll try to sweeten the deal with a little short sword stab to the ribs, but misses. Scrofer.
Alright, Scrofer is gonna back up.
Who will take a swipe at you?
Yeah, that's okay. Ooh.
Oh, no, more of a...
Ah!
Does a little bit of damage as you're backing away.
Alright, apply damage. Oh, yeah, yes. Normal.
Wait, can you still concentrate on the fairy fire? You can. Because you're...
Yes, I can. So 10, does that pass? That passes.
10, yes.
Okay. All right, and then gonna charge. And let me just...
He's like, yeah, running away, are ya? Wait, what's happening? Oh, shit! And that hits.
Damage, normal. Wow.
6 damage.
Okay.
All right.
But because of the charge, that's two. Wait, I add on 2d6. Roll that one as well. And you must succeed on a DC 14 strength saving throw.
Strength save. What was it? 14? Oh.
Yes. Ooh!
You're on your
terrified.
You're
thrown onto the ground. Like,
prone.
nice. Anything else?
Maybe I'll back up again.
He can't do anything from there. He's tries to kind of spin around so that he can even get into a position to take a swipe at you. He's got like all mud covering all over his face and everything. Get back here. All right, Derek.
This guy's my bitch. Let's see. We'll do that.
He'll have some cover.
And he's
Just
marked.
kidding.
Oh no!
Stormy.
Oh, that's at advantage too, huh?
Oh, yeah.
The two people in front of him are trying to parlay with him. Just letting you know.
Oh, well, he's been parlayed.
This is a,
That's 2
What was that?
parlay.
that's a miss, though. You go again? You'll continue with the negotiations? All right. That hits.
Yeah, I negotiated with him. I'll knock him unconscious if it kills him. How's that?
I don't think you can do that with a musket.
It's force damage right now. I don't think it even matters, but
I like that you're shooting at past your friends with a highly inaccurate musket.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so accurate. I'm so accurate.
Oh, he ignores cover.
He's a sniper. Dude.
He's like opening his mouth to reply, and then this like bullet flies past Bordis' face, and it goes
I
straight
just tell him
into
it's
his
a warning
mouth.
shot. I just say that's a warning shot. Next one kills you. You better speak.
It just goes straight into his mouth and comes out the other side at the back of his neck, and all this blood goes out the back of his head. And he's like, and like vomits like blood on like Stolmir's like shoes. And then he's, and you're not entirely sure if he's heard you, Garrick. This guy somehow wasn't prone, although he was dragged through this mud on his face. We'll say he was prone. He climbs to his feet and tries to take a swing at his assailant. And
Ooh, that hits.
the 7.
7 damage.
And he'll follow up with another one. Misses.
Miss.
Short sword. Ooh.
That hits.
The old sneaky short sword. Crit. There's no S in crit.
Nice.
Crit. Alright.
Some nice,
This guy like tries to like stand up straight. He's like coughing blood and like he's just vomited on Stormy's shoes. He's like, "Fuck you!" Just takes a big swing with his long sword. This is Stormy for 7 damage, and he'll then take a swipe at Bordis. For 10, which misses. And he's then going to short sword someone. Bordis for...
Just put it in.
He should like try to throw his short sword at Garrick. But he... What happened? Oh, he hits with the short sword and does another 8 damage on Bordis.
Okay, I'll take 4.
And you don't think he's interested in talking?
Not interested in talking. Okay. Knock him out, Bordis.
All right. I'll try to attempt to end his non-negotiating life. With a great axe, I guess.
Also, I feel like this fire is spreading.
I am still concentrating on the bonfire after I got hit.
Could you not start wildfires?
There could be
Only
more.
we can start wildfires.
That hits.
There's the fairy fire, great axe, and I'll do damage now.
Oof,
right.
nice.
Hey.
Alright, he's not looking so good now. Well, he wasn't looking very good already.
Not great before. I got another one of those coming up. Let's do attack roll.
Yep, that works.
Yep.
Damage roll.
Oh, he's like barely clinging on. You just see like the fury in his eyes.
All right, I'll leave him to you, Stolman.
Okay, jury.
Okay, jury. Okay, there's fight at the guy in front of me.
With advantage.
Oh, is he prone?
Yeah, he's still prone. I think he was knocked over by the elk. That hits.
All right.
5 slashing.
Okay. Then.
That hits.
Right.
Let's put shrimp, I guess.
Oh, he's barely hanging on. The glaive just goes like straight into his chest. Just and he's like, it's lying on his back.
And then that's it. Yeah.
All right, Cedar.
There.
Cedar will look at the guy in front of him and say, "I'll deal with you in a second," and he's gonna thorn whip this guy.
All right, shit.
Whoa!
That hits.
All right. And he moves 10 feet towards me. If that doesn't kill him.
He like dies as the thorn whip like hits him in the side of the head, and he falls to the ground and then gets like dragged through the spikes already done. Like.
He fails 2 death saving throws because he took damage.
And both Stormir and Bordis can hack at him as he's dragged away.
You're like, tell us what you want or you'll end up like your friends. It's not my turn.
Yeah, they can't even run away.
Stormir.
All right. So let's see. Need to see a 20-foot. How do I draw a 20-foot circle?
If you're casting a spell, it should give you the option to draw the template, but otherwise you can.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like when you cast it, it should.
Just wanted to look at it to see if I would be able to do this in a way that didn't overlap with Cedar. But I think so. Like, well, no, because it. Yeah. No.
Well, it affects.
Like, I'm trying to make both of these people sleepy without hitting Cedar. Well, this would hit. It's creatures I choose, right?
No, but it would.
No, it's not.
But you get the impression from looking at them that like Cedar is looking a lot healthier than these other two guys that are like thrashing around in the mud and just like so. you know with your knowledge of the arcane that you might have a good shot at knocking them out.
Okay, so it wouldn't like burn hit points trying to like put Cedar or Bordis to sleep.
No, because it'll take lowest hit points first.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna whisper shh and just try and put them to sleep.
Okay. Go ahead and click the damage button. Oh, they're the only two people left. This should hopefully 23.
So 23 HP worth.
Yep. They both pass out. 23. I'm just interested how much that leaves. No, that's fine.
I can't be put magically asleep
right.
either.
Oh, you're okay.
I'm a Warforged.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you're like a magical construct.
Yeah. If I cast my storm cloud thing in the fire area, will that negate the fire that's going around?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, I'm fine burning a third level, unless somebody else has a better idea, because that's a third level spell slot.
I mean, I'll say
Continue concentrating on my bonfire for the duration.
Once it burns out all the undergrowth.
Yeah, I'll say that like these are sort of like patches of undergrowth, and that it kind of like burns for a little while, but it's like very wet and like muddy around here, so they start going out like just gradually.
Okay.
Like this is
Cedar is very concerned about the forest.
yeah, true.
And I'll dispel.
This is the combat's over,
All right, I'm
and
I'm gonna walk up and point blank, put my musket to their head. Just kidding.
gonna tie this guy up
If Cedar became visibly uncomfortable, I would drop the bonfire. If he hasn't said anything, I would just continue.
Yeah, if
the bonfire.
I would be running towards the fire, putting it out, like stomping it out.
Seeing that, I would be like, "Oh, my bad," and just put it away.
Going over here.
Metal hands just like patting it out.
This guy like catches fire again. Like, no wait, you. There's like a little spark over here that catches fire. Like, I'm assuming that. Did you say the bonfire? Is the bonfire gone?
Yeah, I put it out.
And then I'll just lay, I guess because they're still prone because they're passed out from or being asleep, I'll just casually lay my glaive across one of their necks.
All right.
Yeah. That seems.
Okay, so is it this guy? You're waking this one up?
I want to wake both. I tell them we should wake both of them up at the same time.
No, what? I mean, why would we complicate it?
Well, if we want information from them, we can just say whoever gives us information lives. That way, they're more inclined to negotiate with us.
Okay, I see what you're saying, but like, what if we lie to them and we wake up one guy and we're like, your friend already told us everything we wanted to know. If you can't tell us something he didn't tell us, we'll kill you. But if you tell us something he didn't tell us, we'll kill him and then you'll be free. Get in his head.
Yo, it sounds like an old like police interrogation trick.
Sure.
In the military.
That works.
All right, so you wake this guy up. He's like, oh, he's like spitting blood and shit. He's like nearly dead, practically. He's like spits some blood at Scrofer's boot. Like, fuck you.
Your friend already told us everything we need to destroy you and the people we work for. But if you can tell us one thing he didn't, we won't kill you. You'll go free.
He looks over at his friend. He's like, how can he tell you anything? He's asleep.
Well, yeah, we put him back to sleep. I can do that. We woke him up first.
Oh, good point. Sorry, I'm not thinking very clearly. We've got several shattered ribs.
I'll just push my glaive like a little bit. Can I do it for intimidation?
Yeah, give me an intimidation check with advantage.
If you don't do that, if you don't intimidate, I'm putting my musket up to his head.
Yeah, he looks incredibly intimidated, but he says like, I've sworn not to say anything. I'm more frightened of the wizards of Thay than I am of any of you. You might as well just
We're
kill
literally
me.
about to kill you.
Yeah, that's stupid. None of them have a gun in front of you right now.
Yeah, if you tell us something, you at least has a chance to live.
All I know is...
Why don't we just kill this guy and just, like, ask his friend a couple more
Wait.
times?
All I know is we've been sent here to get some sort of magic documents of some wizard named Yorish or something like that. I don't even know. We were just in the rear guard. We were told to wait here and make sure nobody else comes.
So you're lackeys, is what you're saying.
I'm rather important. But
What size armor do you wear?
big size.
Hand it over. Yeah, hand it over.
He like tries to. He can't even like lift his arm up.
Somebody help him undress. I want that armor. What kind of armor is
It's
he
a
wearing?
humiliating death. You can tell he's got like.
You're not going to die. Just let me rob you.
It's a humiliating near-death experience. He's got. You can tell he's wearing splint armor, but it's got like several several blades have like passed through it, and like the glaive has like hacked into the chest and stuff. It's not in very good condition.
Like a penalty to AC or like unusable?
Unusable.
Oh. You can keep it. Actually, no. You can't have it. Drop it on the ground. It's not easy.
He was forthright on a dictates that we probably let him on his way.
Yeah, no, we can't kill him now.
Killing prisoners.
Can you give me some healing at least? I can barely fucking walk.
No healing for you. We save that for people we like.
He starts like
I can get-
crawling this way with like one arm in the mud, like you know. Like,
We can wrap up his wounds so he's not just like bleeding out. But
okay.
no,
I'm not gonna waste any spells on him.
All right, so you kind of like you bandage him a little bit and kind of like help him up to his feet, and he's like, "Thanks, I'll go and tell the bosses that you're on the way." Heads off in this direction.
Oh no! Don't do that.
You better kill
Don't do
him.
that.
you need to go anywhere but back to who employed you.
Yeah, just go on the boat.
Ooh, what if we set him on the boat?
I'll go to the
You're
beach.
fine if you just leave on the boat.
Start a new life.
Okay, I promise that I'll just stay here and won't go anywhere even after you leave.
Oh no! I'll start to push him off. I'll be like, you can find your way back, right?
He's like floating.
No, push the boat off.
He's like,
I'll give
"Yeah,
him
I
a
can't
ration.
get-" He's like,
Oh,
He's
okay.
like, I promise I won't use the boat to row back to the beach after you've left.
Okay, you're making me really want to kill you.
No,
dude.
but I
Yeah, I mean, you
promise.
said some pretty.
But I promise.
But what does that mean? I mean, you promised not to tell us anything, and then
You know, stab him, guys.
Yeah, if you said nothing, we would be fine. All right, come back here.
No, he's already like,
Except
he's already
for
like
about
using the
his,
rows. He's already rowing away.
I will thorn whip you. Okay, I'm gonna hit him. I don't trust this guy.
You like whip him, he instantly dies.
Sorry, guys. I didn't trust
The
him.
boat's just like floating out there now with like this corpse on it.
Guy and leave at his throat. All right, wake him
All
up.
right.
I think we should just let him sleep. You know, he hasn't incriminated himself yet.
The same result happens with this guy. He doesn't really know much information. He works for the Wizards of Thay, and he knows that his party was sent here on their behalf, something to do with collecting some documents from a wizard that used to run the place. But he doesn't know much more. He was just told to be the rear guard and make sure that nobody else came through.
And so your friend said he was going to go back and tell everyone that we were coming. So you're not going to do that, right? You don't want to end up like your friend back there in the water.
Oh no, I have a good solution.
Definitely.
I'm just gonna tie him to a tree.
Definitely not. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just gonna tie him to a tree.
oh, this is a lovely tree. I'll just sit and wait here. You haven't got any rations
You have
or
a
anything, have
whole
you?
life here.
Oh, dear.
I'm gonna
No.
take his weapons.
The forest provides. There's like fruits and bugs. And
I'll give you a ration.
All right. Okay, you give this guy a ration, you leave him tied up on this tree, and you feel certain that he's going to survive out here in the wilderness on this island where he's nearly going to, he's like bleeding. He's on like full
Yeah,
health.
I'm confident he will live. Cedar knows humans are quite resilient.
All right, so you've managed to defeat this rear guard, and you found out that they're working for the Wizards of Thay, which seem to be another group who has come to this island, I guess for the same reason. You're not really sure if they're in league with the Cult of the Dragon and Vorgensharix the Dragon or not. But you now have a chance to make your way onwards towards the pyramid. And it's a short walk to reach there through the undergrowth, and you see these streams of oily, multicolored liquid running down the sides of the pyramid as you approach. It's otherwise made of what look like these large silver-coated stones, and this liquid is rippling with more colors than any rainbow, and you can see this liquid continues down the slope of the island and into the river. So you have some evidence now that not only are there others here, and maybe already a group inside the pyramid, but also given this multicolored liquid running down the sides, it seems like the contagion in the area is indeed coming from the pyramid as well. And yeah, this pyramid has like kind of two large sets of steps going up the two sides of it, and it's relatively easy for you to make your way up one of these staircases on the north and south side of the pyramid to the top, where you see these large double doors, which you may be able to open next week, and we'll leave it there for the week.
Are you able to touch the rainbow liquid?
You can touch the rainbow liquid if you want. How do you go about touching it?
I'm gonna reach out a finger and touch it.
Okay. So you reach out a finger and you touch this liquid, and your entire hand changes color. It changes to like a bright purple color, and it like travels like all the way up to your elbow before kind of stopping. But you don't experience anything else.
Guys, my arm's purple.
Gold.
I'm gonna touch it with my other finger and see what color it changes to.
What? No!
You touch it with your other finger, but instead of your arm turning purple, the sort of metal, all of your metal fingers grow this weird like fur. It like starts like popping out of your fingers.
Oh, I can finally become an actual animal.
Are you gonna jump in?
I really want to. I feel like that's a bad idea.
Do it, baby.
Do it. I dare you.
Yeah, double dog day.
All right, I'm gonna jump in. What the heck?
Oh, my.
No.
All right.
It's the end of
Was a
the
joke.
Well, it's so just before you jump in, you're not going to necessarily get a long rest or get to level or anything like that before the next session. If that's all right with everyone, I'd ask that you don't level or anything. So we'll just continue from where we leave off. So with that knowledge in mind,
Yeah, I'm jumping
You're
in.
still jumping in.
I'm jumping in, baby. I am committed now. I want to see what happens.
all right, you are racked with pain as your body reacts violently to this powerful kind of chaotic energy that just passes through all of the metal on your body and into your metal brain. What sort of brain do you have? Kind of.
I don't know. I have runes on me, they're like the thing that give me sentience.
Okay.
It's magical runes carved into my.
Well, this chaotic energy passes through you, and you feel exhausted. In fact, you gain 1 level of exhaustion. I hope that was fun. And
It was.
and
Do I turn into something?
yeah, you like one of your eyes like grows like really immensely large and like dominates like half of your face, and you grow these like weird kind of like spikes out of your back. And one of your hands, like all of the fingers on it, the fuzzy hand, they grow like really long and kind of like thin and like floppy. And both of your legs turn like different colors, like green and orange.
Guys, I look so cool now.
And yeah, congratulations. This is the new you.
Nice.
I'm
feeling a bit woozy, but I think that was a good choice, guys.
Yeah,
You guys want to take a bath in the rainbow liquid?
Is there a cleric here? Cleric and anybody?
Oh
Yeah,
no, guys,
I'm
it's fine.
worried
I feel
about
great.
Taxi.
I'm gonna stay away from that.
Yeah, I mean, what if you just freak out and try to kill us or something?
I think I'm fine.
I'm assuming you climb out of this liquid.
Yeah, I'll climb out of it now.
You climb out of it. You feel exhausted and pretty ill, but otherwise you're okay, except for all of your weird features.
Nice. I like that. I'm happy with this outcome.
Nice. And with that, we'll leave it there.